Going live in just a little bit. Stand by. All right, I think we've heard enough from Tupac for tonight. All respect to Tupac, all respect to Tupac. Long may he live. He is still alive, according to some of y'all here. But let's go ahead and actually give me just 1 sec. I gotta grab something really quick. Professional streamer, absolute professional streamer. I start on time. Everything goes smooth. I can do weekend road trips and come back and do a watch long. Absolutely seamless and no problem at all. Oh man. Well, you know what? But here's the thing, though. First of all, you probably want to get me on actual camera here. So let's go ahead and do that here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm here. The reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I'm just running behind. I had a bit of an issue with this camera, not wanting to play nice with my computer for a little bit, and also just the fact that I got back from Nashville about an hour ago. Had to make a stop at the St. Louis Beano Club. Gave away these coasters at the Winter League today, by the way, but we played our first Winter League match today. I won one match. I lost one match. Excuse me. I won one match. I drew one match, and I lost 2 matches. Not bad for having driven 10 hours round trip this weekend. But anyway, so I'm just playing a little catch up here. So I do apologize for that, and I think that Apple might be playing a little bit of catch up here as well as. I don't think the stream link is even live yet, guys, unless I'm not seeing it here. Here it is. It's live now. It just went live. Sorry about that. Quit asking me to sign up for Apple TV. I'm not interested. I just want MLS. Why is this such a concern for you? All right, there we go. Anyway, first world problems. Hi, everyone. Hi, professional streamer here. So, see who's all in the chat. Brian, how's it going, Brian? We got our lineups here. And Cy or Die, IMBA, how's it going? Cy or Die, who will win? What do you think? Obviously, Homer wants me to believe that St. Louis has a good shot at winning tonight. Galaxy is a little out of sorts. They have CONCACAF concerns with the Costa Rican team this week. They're going to rotate players today. And I have a good feeling today. I predicted 2-0 St. Louis over Galaxy. If you're a Galaxy fan, Cy or Die, let me know how I'm wrong in the comments. I definitely welcome all opinions here. But Kane, the one that goes to games, saw you in San Diego last weekend. How's it going, Kane? Salut tout le monde. Salut tout le monde. That's my best attempt at that. I'm not French. Although I have ancestry from Saarland, which was kind of French. So I don't know. It's debatable. It is. We need a VAR review on that for sure. David Cotton thinks it's going to be 1-0 St. Louis City. I can see that, honestly, because St. Louis has yet to score. But you know who else had yet to score until last night? Nashville SC. They did not score a single goal in their first 2 games either, and they finally broke out and scored 2 last night against a pretty woeful Portland Timbers team at Geodis Park, which myself and Jake Henry were there for. So, but yeah, so if Nashville can score, we can score. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Salut tout le monde. Salut tout le monde. Thank you very much, Kane, for that. I'm looking forward to any and all foreign language lessons I'll be getting from you in a couple of months when I visit Colorado to see St. Louis at Colorado Rapids. Going to that game, got my Frontier ticket all paid for. Frontier is not that bad, y'all. They're not that bad. I had a worse experience with Southwest last year than I had with Frontier going to and from San Diego. So y'all stop hating on Frontier, okay? Everyone's trying here, okay? Also, the economy is what it is. So Frontier is okay. Frontier is okay. I'm never going to be like, oh my God, Frontier is the best, but they get you there. And that's all I care about. I'm a soccer fan. I'm not an airplane fan. Like, just get me there. Just get me there. And as Ryan, yeah, exactly. As Ryan says, at least Frontier is Airbus. It is literally a bus in the air, but it gets you there like a bus. That's exactly what it is. Anywho, Ryan, Apple TV should just have a 24/7 MLS stream that plays the Sunday night or other mainstream games. That'd be a good idea, actually. Honestly, I think that'd be a really good idea. I was hoping I wouldn't have as much glare on my glasses as I do. Y'all might just have to deal with that as we're getting close to game time here. Actually, you know what? I've got some time. Let me go ahead and put my contacts in because I hate this glare. This glare is driving me nuts. I thought with I kind of changed my setup a little bit. I thought that would kind of mitigate this. It didn't. So give me just a sec. I'll be right back. Professional streamer here, folks. I have absolutely got all my shit sorted out here. So bear with me here. Okay, I'm back. Professional streamer is back. Hi. So yeah, I also changed my hat as well just because of the shadows here. So let me actually move this down a little bit so I'm not so. There we go. Professional streamer. Absolute professional. I'm a hot mess today, kind of like our offense the past couple of games. So bear with me here. Bear with me. Angus McCorder, how's it going? Apple seems to forget there are other places to comment than a certain galaxy or a certain club that is inter, that too. I am itching for a win, at least a goal. Like, Kane, you might want to get that treated. Itches can lead to rashes and, you can get all sorts of stuff. So like, just, don't treat that. Don't just, treat it like, you might, if it's in your head, you might have something going on in your scalp. Like, take care of yourself. Don't be itchy. Don't be itchy. Life's too short to be itchy. Let's see. So Ryan pointing out having another hour of daylight is good. I agree with this. It was getting way too dark, way too early. Like at the Nashville game last night, Jake and I got there about a half hour before the game, so I will warn you, the vlog for that game later this week will not have like any interviews or anything like that. It's going to be a very simple vlog compared to what I usually do. But we got there so late, and by the time we got there, it was dark. Like it was about, like we were like rolling in our Uber at like 6:50, like outside of Geodis Park, and it was so dark. And like I even commented, like even like walking to the stadium, like there was no street lights. Like it was just very dark. You were going through like an actual neighborhood, which that'll be in the vlog. That'll be in the vlog. Overall, I enjoyed Nashville, but I'm conflicted on some things, and I still need to kind of sort out my feelings on Nashville, honestly, a little bit. But overall, me and Jake had fun. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about lineups here. And thank you, Brian Schroer, for dropping those in earlier. We got Berkey and net. We have Kessler, Wallum, Totland, Horn, and Hebert in the back line. Durkin getting the start today. He will probably be starting alongside Edouard Leuven in the middle. And then our front three will be Hartle, Toyshirt, and Klaus. So I'm really excited to see Toyshirt and Klaus together. I think those two can play off together really nicely, more so than I think Klaus and Betcher can, and definitely better than Toyshirt and Betcher can. I mean, you're talking about, apples and apples. I mean, they're basically, the same type of player. City Pilsner right here. I guess I shouldn't have been worried about being late for this one because I forgot, because it's the big ballyhoo Sunday night game. Like there was no way this game was gonna empty seats, bro. What's going on in LA today? Did you see those empty seats in LA Galaxy? Like the fuck? It's a nice Sunday. It's sunny. Why aren't Galaxy fans at the game? But then again, I was asking that about Nashville last night too. Although Nashville you can kind of understand because Nashville's kind of a hot mess right now. Although they did get the win last night. But the lineup, I'm guessing, is going to be something like a 3-4-1-2, maybe. Depends on how they deploy Toyshirt. If they want him playing underneath Klaus or alongside him. Late the first two games, Olaf liked the two striker setup. We'll see if that continues. Toyshirt can definitely handle it, though. So while I'm in the starting lineup, too, I like seeing that as well next to Totland. I want them to play more on Wallum's side this time. They've been playing it a lot on Totland's side, and we've been seeing that Totland has a little bit of an issue getting service into the box. He's great at penetrating. He's great at getting deep, although he was kind of quiet against San Diego for, tactical and obvious reasons. But I want to see what Wallum can do. I'm waiting for Wallum to break out. I want to have a Conrad Wallum breakout because I think he is due. 73 degrees in LA. It is freezing there. It's funny. Someone from Nashville last night was saying that it's like only 2/3 full because it's under 60 degrees, which, having lived in Memphis, that does track. Anything below 60 in Tennessee is freezing. So that does track. I mean, it doesn't make me like less disappointed, but it gives me some understanding. Our cave-dwelling hooligan Sean from River City Ramble is actually not in a cave. He is up in the air behind enemy territory in Kansas. Now, disclaimer, he's not in anywhere near a Nebraska Furniture Mart that we know of. He had a little bit of a layover in Wichita. So, to my knowledge, Wichita doesn't have a club that has offended or cease and desisted anyone in St. Louis, to my knowledge. So we can be okay. By the way, Sire Die is good odds we have on St. Louis. Hope they can bring it home. All right, so he is a St. Louis backer. Thank you very much, Sire or Die, and welcome to the stream. By the way, if you're just joining the stream, by the way, first of all, thank you for spending your time with me on a Sunday night. Hopefully, you're all is well wherever you are watching. Second thing, one thing that would really help me out is if before the game, you go right down, I think it's over here on your YouTube, and you see the thumbs up, just go ahead and give it a click. Just click on it. Like click on this. Actually, I think it's more like this. Yeah. Just okay. That now I'm making lewd gestures. I'm gonna stop that. But yeah, the thumbs up, just give it a click. That would really help the channel out. Thank you so much. You saw that too, Kane. Dignity Health Park looking a little not full. I mean, do they have dignity if they only, fill up half the stadium? That's a good question. I think that's a real question here. Daniel Betzel, how's it going, Daniel? Hey, what do you say? Cubs did they lose today? I hope they did. Ryan Fraley has relatives in Tennessee. They hate with the heat of 1,000 suns the California influx. Yeah, we were talking about that on the Soccer Zombie Discord, by the way. Are you not a member of the Soccer Zombie Discord? How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. But there's a link in the description below where we can kind of continue the description on there. And of course, you can give me your opinions on player rankings. Although tonight we are going to do them live. We'll do it live. And the player rankings, actually, you know what? I need to actually tell StreamYard that I'm presenting this screen. So I'm going to do that right now because I am a professional streamer. I am so professional. I'm so expert at this. There we go. Yeah, this is our player rankings. We're going to rank players based on 5 categories: smash, good, meh, bad, or trash. We'll do it live. There's going to be no rewatch for these player rankings. We're doing them live in this stream at the end of the game, and then I'll break it out into its own little video for viewing later on. Normally with my player rankings, if it's a home game, I'll do a rewatch just to kind of get a more in-depth look, because when I go to home games, I'm having fun for the most part. I'm not super duper focusing. But yeah, this player rankings is going to be pure vibes today, and it's going to be with your help as well. So stick around. It's not going to be too late. Although if this, they keep delaying the start of this game, it might be a little late. But feel free to join me and make your opinions known on where these players will rank from top to bottom. So that is that. But that's we're not there yet. We haven't even started the game yet. No Ricky Puig for LA Galaxy. Is that a CONCACAF management decision, you think? Or is he nursing a knock? Oh, Sire Die is in Halifax, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, we are international here on Soccer Zombie. We have Luca from Rotterdam as a supporter in our 99-cent supporter section. And we have Sire Die from Halifax, Canada. And it is -8 degrees. I lived in northwestern North Dakota this time a decade ago. It didn't get above 0 for 2 months. It sucked. There's a reason I only lasted 1 winter there. All right, so it looks like we are finally about to get going here. Let's go ahead and get our handy dandy timer ready here. And I need to reset that. There we go. And as soon as the kickoff goes, there we go. So there we go. The time is synced up to where I am at right now. So feel free to sync up this stream to where you are watching. You might be right on time. You might be a little bit early. It might be a little late. If your Apple TV is actually behind me, first of all, you might want to refresh that. But there's a good chance that the Apple TV is going to be a little behind me by the time you actually watch this. So feel free to pause this watch along and sync it up to the time that you see here. So at 40 seconds, you can pause this, let your Apple TV catch up, and then you can hit play again, and then you'll be synced up and we'll have live commentary as we go along. That's kind of how this whole thing works. I agree, Sean. We need more build up on the left. We need this. We need to see the real Conrad Wallum here. Turnover, forward ball through the middle. It's Hartle. Sends it to the aforementioned Wallum, who's going to shoot. Deflected, and that will go for a corner. Early chance here for St. Louis. That is didn't see a whole lot of that in San Diego last week. Looks like we have a new member of the channel. Sire Die has joined the channel here. Thank you so much, Sire Die. Welcome. And let me just check and see what level that you signed up for. You are. I wish this would tell me. There you go. See all members. Sire Die, you're a member of the supporter section, the 99-cent supporter section. Thank you so much for that. Ooh, deflection in the box. Saved away. We're going to do it again. Looks like Hartle grabbing. Hartle grabbing his ankle. And he is not in a good mood. Looks like it just got stung, though. He's going to walk it off. He's going to walk it off because he's a tough German. He is an absolutely tough German. But anyway, yeah. David, as David Cotton says, as our first ever member of the supporter section, David Cotton says, Sire Die, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Horde. All right, another corner in the box. This time headed away. Peck is trying to get the ball up the field, defended well by Giannis Horn. I thought Giannis Horn had a great game against San Diego. I'm really liking how he and Kessler are linking up as left center back and that central defender. Kessler playing that central defender spot again today. I mean, Baumgartel is available, but did not get the start. Who do you think they were teasing, by the way, with the debut patch on socials today? I think it was. I was thinking it might be Timo, and Timo would probably be a good bet to get some playing time today as he's now fully fit. But I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And really, that back three of Horn, Kessler, and Hebert, that's not broken. It is absolutely not broken. But yeah, Sire Die, absolute W. Thank you so much, Sire Die. What up, our Apollos? Our Apollos, how's it going from Naples, Florida? Once again, we are spreading the love around the country here today. So we are 3:30 into this one. Does my stream look okay to you guys? It's looking a little fuzzy, like on my end, but that could be just me. Yes, Pope Squidius. Oh, by the way, Pope Squidius, how's it going? Lou City fan. I'll be seeing the Kentucky Derby. I'll be there for the Lou City Lexington match on May 1st. Yes, there is a Soccer Zombie Discord. The link is in the description below. You can definitely check that out and join. I think I've seen you in the you're in the USL Discord, right? Pope Squidius. Oh, Peter MacArthur. He has opened up the Jose Kojima box for this watch along. Yes, I am very happy Jose Kojima scored. I'm very happy that he was player of the match last night, but I still remain unhappy he's not doing any of these things for St. Louis. But you know what? That's an axe that I'm going to grind probably until I'm dead in the ground at this point. So I'm going to try to not be as snarky on that as I usually am. God, man, chat is popping off tonight. One thing, Pope makes a good point here. Eli Lesser, who is a noted LA Galaxy fan, says the crowd shows up about 10 minutes after the whistle. Okay. I did notice San Diego fans left early in the home opener. Nil-nil. It was a 0-0 draw, but I guess they just wanted to beat the traffic. I guess they exist everywhere, and California is a good place for that. As Galaxy getting this deep into the box, but it is deflected away. Good defending there, and it'll go for a corner. That was Volum out of position there, and Leuven covering there. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Already making Leuven backtrack a lot as this is a short corner outside the box. Free kick shot goes wide. Goes wide, untouched. Go for a goal kick. And thankfully, LA fans don't do that stupid chant that some San Diego fans were doing. By the way, our Apollos. So I'm going to be, I think you noticed that I will be in Naples for the 4th of July Jägermeister Cup match between Naples and Tampa Bay Rowdies. If you've got an extra ticket, Apollo, I would love to hang out with you. Happy to buy my way. Happy to buy you a drink. Would just love to hang out with a fan that I know. So if that's possible, let me know. If not, obviously I'll get a ticket, or I'll get a media credential. But just nice to hang out with people that I know. Kane predicting 2-0 City today, but has a super small feeling we might ball out for whatever reason and win like 6-0. Based on the start of this game, I'm not quite so I'm not so sure yet, but who knows? Who knows? David Cotton noting Ricky, who, by the way, Kane is a fan of, knee injury for Ricky Puig. Oh, that's right. He's still coming back from that. That's my bad. For some reason, yeah. And Daniel, yeah. I thought for some reason Ricky was back from that or was coming back from that. Admittedly, I've not watched much Galaxy this year, so forgive me. Any Galaxy fans in the chat, forgive me. Yeah, and you're right, Sean. He's still out. My brain is still in Heron, Illinois, Sean, with Mike and Mason. Sire Die Imba. David Cotton asking, is Sire Die Imba found at Wanderers Ground on match day? Not sure what that reference is. Pope hasn't broken down and gotten MLS season pass yet, so if you're sailing the 7 seas, that's I approve. I don't necessarily. I'm not saying like go sail the 7 seas, like, because I think that's a little legally, but I get season pass because I'm a season ticket holder for St. Louis, and they just give it to you. So, cheers, Sire Die, by the way, our newest member of the supporter section. Johnny Nelson turning the ball over. Where have I seen that before? That sounds familiar. Feels like 2 years ago though. Like something's ringing the bell 2 years ago with Johnny Nelson and turnovers. Wonder why. Why could I possibly remember that as a St. Louis fan? Oh, and earlier, Daniel, I was not advocating taking out Kessler. My thought was that, and I think the prevailing thought with Kessler is that because he is good at progressing the ball, that he would eventually be like a right center back where he'd be tasked with doing that more often. However, and actually I saw that ref last night in Nashville. He's absolutely aced his central defender exam so far, and like I agree, you don't move him off of that. My thought was that you move him right and then give Timo a shot at center, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Attempted through ball for Klaus goes a little too far. It goes searching, as they say across the seas. Thanks for joining the Discord, Pope. Kane saying my stream's a little fuzzy, but not too bad. Wonder if it's the camera or... Let me see. Let me try something here. I went down to 720. Is that any better, chat? I'm wondering if it's just the lighting. Here, maybe this might improve it. I have a 2 lights set up in front of me. The problem is one of the lights actually blocks the TV that I'm watching, which is over here. So I have to like disable it. Although I guess let me fix this now that we got a stoppage here. Be right back. Give me just a second here. This is going to be a very quick one. Okay, I think the lighting should be a little better now. And I don't have to worry about the light being right there because I don't have my glasses in. So someday I'll have my shit together. It's going to be nice. Raker is saying the refresh rate is the problem. I see the flicker on the LED timer. So that's what it is. Like I said, I had some camera issues before, and before I started, that's why I was a little late. I am streaming in 1080 60. I wonder if that's the issue. Okay, yeah, it's still flickering. Maybe it's just something with this because I have a new web camera that's a little fancier, but maybe it's just going to be this way. You might just have to deal with it. Sorry, while I had the app open to like work on it, it froze me. So sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry, that was me messing with the camera app that I have now, and when I have that on, it freezes this. So sorry about that. Oh, got a Berkey save. Got a Berkey save. So you know what that means. Never gets old. Never gets old. And I completely unbiased with that. Yeah. Angus saying the stream is fine, but the shadow obscuring the field is bugging. Oh yeah, the on TV. Yeah, that's a very troublesome shadow. It like I'm glad they're not playing baseball today, and like they're trying to pitch like from the light into the dark, because that can really screw you up as a batter or even just as a viewer. Um, I might have to play with the refresh rate a little bit with this and with the clock, because I'm seeing what you're saying about that, and I just don't think I can do it right now. But yeah, you also have to deal with a stroking out light behind me. Suhail, this game is live on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. You might be able to sail the seven seas and find it that way. I don't necessarily advocate that for that, but I do understand. All right. Daniel asking who wasn't quiet on the against San Diego on the offensive side. No one. I mean, I gave Hartle a meh in the player rankings for that one, and I'm wondering if that was too generous, because everyone else on the offensive side I gave bad scores to. No one was trash. It wasn't the tactical setup for offensive success. I thought Hartle was trying to do things, but he just wasn't very effective at it. But he looked like the one of the 5 starting attackers that didn't look lost. But then again, he was also part of the flicks or tricks problem. So maybe I was just being nice to Marcel. Oh, by the way, halftime, we might have a live guest from the LA Galaxy game. Justin Barr, you may better know him as St. Louis STL from above. He is a professional drone photographer, but he is also at the Galaxy game today as a City supporter, and he said he might stop in for halftime and the post game. So we will see if he indeed does join. Of course, a lot of that depends obviously on his connection at the Galaxy game. Like, as you've seen on these watch alongs before, like when Kane goes to games, or Aaron Leak checks in, sometimes Wi-Fi is better in some places than others. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Oh, Apollo's saying he can get me a ticket for the Naples Rowdies game. Thank you, Apollo's. I appreciate you. Like I said, I'll pay you back in beers. I'm really excited to see that. Looks like Naples. I saw your video on the USL Discord. By the way, Naples just had their first home game, I believe, and it looked like a really fun atmosphere and a lot of fans, a lot of good response. I'm really excited for that. Really excited for that. It's about time Southwest Florida, like extreme Southwest Florida, got some professional love from any sport, really. Vollum overlapping in the box, but his cross goes searching. Recovered by Leuven. Back to Vollum. And we're going to slow it down a bit. No, we're not. We're going to shoot it. And Chris Durkin with, I think, yeah, that was Durkin. Durkin, you're not a goal scorer. Chris Durkin, guys, let's talk about him a bit. I love the hustle. Oh, by the way, there's St. Louis supporters there. I think Justin is in the supporters section. Okay, Durkin. Yeah. What do y'all think of Chris Durkin? Because I love the effort from him, but I swear sometimes the guy has a rock where a brain should be. He is a bit of a foul merchant, and as you just saw there, taking a very horrendous choice at a shot. But he is hardworking, though. I will give him that. He pulls his weight. Literally, it's just that he will pull the weight of an opposing player too hard and get yellow cards. But yeah, Kane is right here. Average pinnacle MLS player. Average pinnacle MLS player. He is very MLS-y. Very MLS-y. Ryan says Durkin is on his sell list right now. Well, I mean, his contract's up at the end of the year. So, I mean, I think he has an option, but it's kind of he's an interesting one as far as whether you bring him back or not. I mean, they got a whole season to determine that, so it's way too early to even consider that at the moment. All right, I'm going back to 1080. There we go. All right, I was switching back to 1080 for my output. Yeah, Peter. He just has a rock where a brain should be. I'm convinced of that. I love his effort, but that just and I'm with Daniel here. That actually he took the words out of my brain, which is I'm pretty sure is an actual brain up here somewhere. He's a fine if unspectacular 6. I think that's fair. Twellman going off on the final third for City. I heard he really went off against San Diego as well. And honestly, it's kind of deserved. It is kind of deserved. He has a point. Yeah. Daniel pointing out, while I have to wonder what Roman is feeling, having gone 2 years with what we roughly call defense in front of him to this. He's got to be chilling right now. I mean, I haven't seen him be nearly as snappy as he was at times last year. Naples, so Apollos, definitely was a great atmosphere at the Naples game. Definitely looking forward to next Saturday. We got Forward Madison next. Oh, that'll be fun one. And then the first Battle for Paradise, the unofficial name in the Open Cup, as that's FC Naples versus Sarasota Paradise. By the way, Paradise are, first of all, they're Jose Kojima's former USL2 club. Don't ask me how I know that. You probably already know how I know that, but also, Sarasota Paradise, they play in USL 2, but they are moving up to USL 1 next year. And I'll be seeing Sarasota Paradise at FC St. Petersburg on July 2nd. So the whole week that I'm going down to Florida for 4th of July week. You know, my aunt lives in Sarasota. It's a good time to see her as well. But I am seeing on July 2nd, FC St. Petersburg versus Sarasota Paradise in USL 2 action. July 4th is the Jaeger Cup between Naples and Tampa Bay Rowdies. And then the following day in Miami is going to be Miami FC versus FC Tulsa in what I'm expecting to be a very empty stadium. But that's kind of the reason I'm going there, is because I just want to see how bad it is for myself, honestly. I'm that cynical about that, but that alone might be a good reason for doing a video. But then again, it may be a terrible video, so who knows? Who knows? On Durkin, Daniel feels like he's a holdover from a team who played a different style of play, made a lot more sense in a high press structure. Oh, in the box, Toy Shirt. The goal is over there. Actually, it's over here. The goal is over here. You will not get a better look in this league than Toy Shirt had right now. Wide open space. He had time, and he fluffed his lines. And no, I'm not agitated because I have money on Toy Shirt scoring and St. Louis winning tonight, but that's besides the point. Bet with your head, not over it. I put $5 on it. Like, I can afford $5. Yeah. Toy Shirt, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Toy Shirt WTF was that? How do you miss? Breakfast King, how's it going, Justin? He is currently throwing up his breakfast, it looks like. Jesus Christ, Saboteur, Dios mío. We're getting all the languages in here now. God, Toy Shirt, come on, man. Remember when Toy Shirt was just scoring at will last year? That was fun. That was so fun. Peck in the box, cleared by is that Hebert back there? The problem with the back 8 for St. Louis is that so many of them have similar haircuts. It's hard to tell who's who sometimes. Mondieu. Oh, Mondieu! Oh, that's off the post. Rebound over the net. Oh, okay.
We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!
Why is this happening to us?
We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!
I mean, look, it's Marco Royce. Marco Royce is who he is, but he's also, this isn't prime, late 20s god of Dortmund Marco Royce. This is, broke down after a career full of injuries and having a FIFA speed rating of 58 Marco Royce, just absolutely carving up our formerly formidable back line. But that, you know what? Actually, I take it back. As they just pointed out, Berkey got a touch on it. Give him dap where dap's due. Credit where credit is due. That was all Berkey, as Jerry and Kane point out. Cross in the box by Johnny Who, but it goes cleared away. Johnny Nelson, never heard of him. Never heard of him. Sounds like someone that blocked me on the Hell site back in the day, but I have no idea who that is. Yeah, very, very great say by Berkey. But also, I mean, lucky, but like that was some Berkey magic there, because I think that was goal bound had Berkey not a touch on it. With the shadows in the field, it was kind of tough in the moment to see if Berkey did get a hand on it, but he did. He did. That's our Berkey. That's our boy. My boy Blue. My boy. But yeah, Berkey looking like man of the match at this point. If we had to name one here in the first 26 minutes. It's not Toy Shirt. Galaxy trying to patiently generate offense. They do. Nelson in the box. Too much chaos. Too many St. Louis players just watching the ball roll by. Finally cleared out. It's like time stood still. I agree, Peter. Easy. But like, yeah, get it out of there. Golly. Someone get a... Yeah, exactly, Daniel. It's for someone. Challenge the ball. Peck shot goes... What are we doing? What is this? Are we back in San Diego again? Is this San Diego ball where we're just playing on our heels again, and just allowing Galaxy to do whatever the frick they want? I mean, because they're Galaxy so far have looked a lot more threatening than San Diego did last week. Yeah, holy passivity, Batman. This. Someone tell Someone tell this team that the game started. Really bad start. And there's still a lot of empty seats at the Galaxy game. Oh, well. They all can't be winners. I mean, it's cutting it, Ryan. Olaf Ball is cutting it in the sense that they're not. I mean, no one's scoring, but I'm getting a little nervous here. I am getting a little nervous. We need to see something on offense. Like we have so many players playing back, and then you just saw just now where they're not connecting. They're just clearing. They're just clearing. They're just clearing. Like, and there's no one to get it because we have only 3 players playing up. Like, we are playing like we are holding on to a 1-0 lead in the freaking Champions League final. Like, what is this? There we go. Now we can finally break it out and make some passes. Here's Toy Shirt. Toy Shirt with a absolutely disgusting pass to Joao Klaus. Toy Shirt is heading towards Trashville in this game already. Yeah, passing is bad. Case in point, Toy Shirt there. Not good. That mid-ass pass. That wasn't even mid. That was just ass. That was a trash pass. Jerry making an observation about Edouard Leuven. He's aged 4 years and 1 and appears to have gained weight that may have altered his ability. That's a good observation. I knew Leuven looked a little different this year somehow, and I wonder if that's it. Okay, Ryan, you're just being nice. That was not an okay pass, because if it was okay, it would have at least connected. We may need new DPs. I mean, we only have 2 right now, because we have Hartle and we have Klaus. Also, Klaus, once again, kind of invisible. But again, it's a problem with the entire attack, not him necessarily. And some of these city games this year are just going to be like watching paint dry, I feel like, with this style that we're playing. Like, I don't miss being stressed out over like 3-3 shootouts like we were doing last year. But at the same time, they were at least fun. When was the last time we had a chance? It's been a long time. Good tackle by Durkin. Good tackle by 5-cent head Durkin. That was actually a like a $10 play there. Hartle's okay. He's had a really slow start this year. He's had a really slow start. And I don't think we can buy. We can't buy down Klaus because of his transfer fee. He might just have to like leave. Yeah, Ryan. The last real chance was the howler by Toy Shirt. But yeah, Durkin's had he works his ass off. Like, you would never ever fault Durkin's effort. It's just his decision making is not the best. JD Geddick, how's it going, JD? Asking if I like Tampa Bay Rowdies. I actually went to a Rowdies game last year. They lost at home to Loudoun United, but as the ball goes in the box, cleared away. It's a goal for a corner here. But no, I actually, fun fact, I was born in Tampa. I lived the first 3 years of my life in Tarpon Springs, just outside of Tampa, back when the Rowdies were still around in the old NASL. And I like what the Rowdies do. I mean, they're not my club per se, but I like what they do. I like Outlaying Stadium. I like the retro vibe that they do with everything. I got their scarf right here from the game that I went to last year. So no, I appreciate the Rowdies. JD, you're in Palm Harbor. Okay, yeah, I know exactly where you are. You're right down the road from where I grew up. Well, I grew up. I lived 3 years there, but yeah. Oh, that's out of bounds and went off his St. Louis player, I think. So that'll be another corner. Yeah, I didn't grow up. I still consider myself a St. Louisan because I spent all my childhood up here, except for those first 3 years. But I have a lot of family ties in Florida. My aunt lives in Sarasota still. I have a cousin in Orlando, for instance, and I have other family down there as well that I'm not as close with. But yeah, I still consider Florida kind of a second home. So yeah, that's cool. We have Palm Harbor, and then all the way up here we have from Apollos, we have Naples represented. So and then earlier we have Halifax, Canada up there with Sire Die, who became a new member of the supporters section, as a yellow card has been issued to Cirillo. It's one of their looks like their defensive 6, so that's good. Yeah, Cloud. Ooh, that's a foot. Yeah, he caught the foot. But yeah, Sire Die is from Halifax, Canada. Pope Squidius is from Louisville City. So we are all over the place tonight. Love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks for, by the way, if you were here early on, I started a little bit late dealing with some camera issues. Thanks for bearing with me on that. I got a new camera that's really good, but I'm still having to work out some kinks with it. Oh, shit. Save by Berkey. Oh, no. It's shot high. Okay. Whew. This is a Berkey game today. I did not expect this to be a Berkey game. Bad pass by Hebert. Really bad pass. What are you, cross field to like open space in your own territory? Kyle, what are you doing, bro? Ryan with a very acute observation. We may need to get our heads out of our rectums. I don't know what a colon or a small intestine looks like with my own eyes, but I have a feeling some St. Louis players are finding out tonight. Like this guy here, Toy Shirt, although that was good effort, blocked. Oh God, Ryan. Oh, Ryan with going just full negativity mode here. I feel the ticket price is dropping in Energizer as I type this out. Look, it's still 0-0. It's gonna be fine. And we got a corner here from Hartle, who's going to get an assist, and then he's going to assist Toysher on a goal, and everything is going to be A-okay. Everything's just going to be fine. It's fine. These all St. Louis games this year are just going to be meat grinders. That's the way they are. Hartle in the box. No man's land except for a Galaxy player who whiffs on the clearance. Kept in by a Horn. Vollum now. Going to try to beat his man. He's good at that. In the box. Ooh. Looked like that was almost goal bound. This goes out wide, but that's going to be another corner. See, again, get the ball to Wallum. He can create. Like who was it said earlier? I saw the comment, but I didn't display it about Celio. Someone was saying that we need another Celio type or something like that out on the left side. It's buried in there somewhere. Sorry about that. Whoever said that earlier. But yeah, I mean, Wallum could be that guy. They just need to get the ball on his feet. Another corner. This one's an in-swinger. Punched away. Totland retains possession, gets it back to Hebert, who gets it all the way back to Berkey, and we are going to hoof it forward and pray we don't win the header. And as I'm getting like literally blinded by the contrast of the shadow and the light. Oh, it's awful. But yeah, nice punch out by the keeper there. But yeah, definitely not on the same page tonight. Yeah, cornered absolutely nowhere. I've seen this before. We have a Joey Zanaboniism here from Brian Schroer. Roman Berkey making the chance expire like my neighbor's temp tags. Continuing the theme this week, as this is a dangerous ball in for Royce, but Royce kind of overran that ball and couldn't adjust for it. Kind of bailed out there because that could have been dangerous. That could have been very dangerous. But yeah, Ryan giving some dap to Brian for a very St. Louis observation. And as Ryan points out, they don't play with temp tags in Illinois, so just don't go to Illinois if you have temp tags. Or, be a responsible human being and, get your actual license. I know Missouri makes it painful, but just saying. Just saying. You do you, though. You do you. If you want temp tag, if you want to expired temp tags, if you want to be the meme, if you want to live the meme, then by all means, it is a free country. But FAFO applies, especially if you go into Illinois, as Ryan pointed out. Encouraging long ball to Totland. Totland, once again, cannot complete a pass. But it's recovered by Klaus. Good recovery by Klaus. Bad pass, though, to Totland. And this one goes all the way back to Hebert, who is making me nervous in the same breath that, like, Josh Yarrow having the ball on his feet makes me nervous. Hartle pivoting, gets it out to Totland. Totland. I'm going to say Totland's name right. Apparently it is Totland. I kept saying Totland last year, but apparently it is Totland. I'm a public address announcer as a side hustle, so pronunciations are kind of a phobia of mine. Forward to Peck, horns on him. Can't do anything, just feeds it back. Yeah, first touch is everything, Ryan. That is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Royce getting the ball up, back to Royce. A little bit of a 1-2. Doesn't really be not too effective because Hebert was in his position. Now they're back to we've seen this so many times from this new look from St. Louis where the other team plays it around on the perimeter a lot. It looks like almost turned the style of play into a game of basketball. Because, in basketball, you see a lot of around the perimeter trying to penetrate. This is kind of like the same thing here. Bad pass leads to a turnover. So you sweat it out with this defense and make the other team make a mistake. It's like pressing, but it's not. Oh, God. Daniel Betzel. Daniel. Every St. Louis game this year reminds me of me and my friends in high school. Nobody's scoring. I'm not going to comment on whether that hits home for me, but it may or may not hit home for me. I was not a ladies' man in high school. I had no game. Anyway. Stoppage on the field because of a bad collision. We got to look at the back of Johnny Nelson, who looks like he is going to be auditioning for a role in the movie Grease in the coming days with that haircut. It's a very 50s high top style of hair that Johnny Nelson has. And he's already got Johnny Nelson, that sounds like a 50s greaser kind of a name. The one of my love, I know. I don't know why this descended into a Grease movie here as players are getting a hydration break. I should do that myself, by the way, with a fresh City Pilsner, formerly known as Parker Pilsner, but now Four Hands has learned their lesson. Don't get attached to soccer players, a lesson I did not learn with Jose Kojima, but I had to learn the hard way. By the way, I want to show you guys something here real quick. So I mentioned if you watch the San Diego vlog, by the way, I have an away day review coming later this week. I voiced it. I just need to put it together. It'll come after the Nashville vlog, which will probably be out either tomorrow or Tuesday. But I mentioned in the San Diego vlog that my iPhone kind of betrayed me a little bit in San Diego, and I lost a lot of audio because it wasn't playing well with the mic. I did bring the iPhone to Nashville because that's what I had to record. I did not have a mic with it, so the audio may not be as good as if it had a professional mic to it, but I did get audio, so everything's fine. But waiting for me when I got home, a Sony ZV-1F. This is a professional, like, big boy toy here for content creators. Like, this is it's got like a flip screen where you can look at it this way, or you can look at it this way. That's like my favorite. Like, seriously, like, of all the things this thing does, it's like my favorite feature. But yeah, so going forward, my any game that I vlog will be recorded on this bad boy. So Peter McCarthy, they're calling me Tom the Influencer. I don't know how influential I am, although I guess I'm influential enough to have a sponsor that you can see right up here, Pat Connolly Tavern, located at 6400 Oakland Avenue at the corner of Oakland and Tam. Corner kick, by the way. A good place to watch the game if you're not watching it from home. And one of my watch-alongs here, they are a City on Tap bar with Michelob Ultra specials every St. Louis game, whether it's home or away. They're a St. Louis institution since 1942. They have been around since World War II, and they will be around for a little while longer. Pat Connolly Tavern. There's your plug. Corner for Hartle in the box. Snagged. Oh, no! Did it go over? Did it go over? Shot! Toy Shirt scores! Let's go! Let's go!
Chelsea, a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
They made an absolute meal out of that one. But you know what? I am not going to complain. Break out the flags. Break out the flags. This one is a little stuck right now, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to work through it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. More flags here than at Nashville SC last night. Actually equal. They only had one flag in the supporter section last night. Let's go. That was an absolute meal out of it. Congratulations, Cedric Toyshirt, on getting out of the trash category in my player rankings, because it was looking kind of dire there for a second. I said dire, not Nicholas Durr, because we don't talk about Nicholas Durr anymore because Bradley Cardinell didn't like him very much, apparently. But yeah, let's go. 1-0. I always believed. I didn't always believe. But yeah, we are on the board. Cedric Toyshirt gets a goal. Let's go. We can actually score goals. Our first goal of the year. And you know what? This was in the 45th minute. Well, 44th, I think, technically. Nashville scored their first goal last night in the 46th minute in stoppage time in the first half. I'm telling you, the stars are aligning. The stars are absolutely aligning here. This is the weekend to get first goals of the season. This is the weekend to get first wins of the season. I feel it. Nashville won 2-0 last night. We're going to win this one 2-0 tonight. Let's freaking go. Goal. Two-shirt. Finally, SETI. Goals do exist. Toyshirt redeems. Jesus saves, but Toyshirt redeems. Daniel Betzel, all it took was LA to screw up massively. That sounds exactly like what typical St. Louis City ball from the very first season in 2023. The drought is over. Rain is coming down. I'm like Andy Dufresne right now, standing in the rain after swimming through a river of shit. Yes. It's not actually raining right now. If it was, I'm in an apartment right now, and that means I have a bad roof problem, but thankfully I don't. So, hooray for good craftsmanship. Save Rye. I think that's how you say that. Yes, my God, we can score a goal. Sigh or Die with the $2 in Canadian donation. Thank you very much, Sigh or Die from Halifax. Let's go, boys. Rooting for you guys. Thank you very much. You know, Sigh or Die is ride or die tonight for St. Louis City. Thank you so much, Sigh and Sigh or Die. And there was great rejoicing. Yay. Angus McWhorter, we have confirmation from Angus McWhorter that he is breathing for the first time in 3 weeks. Congratulations, Angus, on your newfound life. By the way, that ball did not go over the first time, but it was right there for Toyshirt. So congratulations. By the way, $2 in Canadian bucks is $1.40 in the US. So thank you very much. I can buy a pack of gum with that. Seriously. No, I joke, but like every little bit helps. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Oh, Canada, I will not make a joke about them becoming a 51st state. Seriously, Tom Schwartz, like, what are you doing, man? At a press conference, you're cracking that? Like, it's not even offensive or anything. It's just dumb. Another corner for City. A lot of corners today for City. As we see, good things happen on corners. Kane, come back. We have a corner kick. Don't go away. We're going to have some fun. No, we're not. It's a short corner. Leuven. Now it's a long corner. In the box! And Totland. He got the position. That's all right. That's all right. He got in position. He just did not have the direction finder on, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. But that is going to do it for the first half. 1-0 St. Louis City. Not exactly the way that we were thinking that this was going to go down necessarily, but getting a very scrappy goal in front. Honestly, this was a half where I think it could have gone either way. I mean, if Galaxy went into the half up 1-0, I would not have been surprised. If St. Louis went into the half 1-0, I wouldn't have been overly surprised. I'm sure someone following, tracking the XG of this game is going to point out and be like, well, actually, Galaxy has a 0.95 XG and St. Louis has a 0.4 XG. So it actually is more likely for the Galaxy to go into the half than St. Louis. Yeah. I have nothing, by the way, I have nothing against the analytics community. I mean, you all have a place. You'll definitely have a place. I'm just a vibes guy. I'm a vibes guy, as I have learned in the Chat City Tactics Discord. Ryan thinks it should be 3-0. I don't know about that. I mean, if you can't convert your chances, I mean, but then again, Nashville was the same thing last night. Nashville, they missed 2 penalty kicks in the first 15 minutes. Just pathetic. And then they were inventing ways to not score. Like they had one ring off the crossbar. They had a golden header that just went over. But then they did put 2 in. But odd parallels last night between Nashville last night and St. Louis tonight. Daniel, it was a number that came up in my mind. The 0.4. Now we're probably higher. In fact, actually, what does FOTMOP say? I know they're not the end all be all, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Can y'all see that? Well, as you see there, St. Louis actually should have the lead going into the half because they have a 1.38 XG right here, 1.38, okay? And then Galaxy have a 0.78 XG right here, okay? Now, Galaxy do have more XG in open play, but they're getting more shots on target, and it's going better for St. Louis based on the numbers here. Like, yeah, I crunched the numbers right now. Yeah. I like to think that my nerd accent is okay, but maybe I'm out of practice on that because I was a nerd in high school. Okay, I've gone small. I have gone small for a reason, because I need to welcome in live from Los Angeles. It is Justin Barr, St. Louis from above. How's it going, Justin?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. Your connection is a little fuzzy wuzzy. Your camera stutters. What's that?
I've got full 5G signal. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can turn the resolution down.
Yeah. It might be the Wi-Fi there, honestly. We're working on it. By the way, I love the angle that you got there. By the way, it's a really good look at the stadium.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me. I lowered the resolution on my camera.
I honestly, it may just be that the Wi-Fi there is potato quality, so that's not your fault. But we can still hear you.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I'm on 5G. I thought maybe the Wi-Fi might be a little weird, but I can try Wi-Fi and jump right back on.
Well, we can still hear you. We can still hear you, so you're fine. Maybe like for the post game, try the Wi-Fi because I think they're going to keep you at the stadium for a little bit. But
Yeah,
so just
we got like
your
20
thoughts
minutes
in the
after.
first half, Justin. I mean, it was looking a little nervy there that Galaxy might go up, but sometimes luck beats skill.
Yeah, I was worried because just like the last couple games, our defense was pretty locked in, and our offense was kind of not great, but we linked up and scored, so that's all that matters right there in the last couple minutes. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all of that.
Yeah. Jerry pointing out, by the way, the sun is behind you, and that might be screwing with the lens a bit as well. So that might be playing a factor in it. Yeah, let's see if you can try that to see if that's any better. It could be just a connection thing, honestly. But anyway, while we're sorting that out, so the Cedric goal made a bit of a meal out of it. It was a bit of a calamity in front of the box, and Toy Shirt looked to be just in the right place at the right time. Where was that goal from your vantage point, and what did you see?
It was a far end from where I'm at. So I don't know if I'm trying not to get the sun in here, but this is their supporter sections here. Mercy, our goal was right here, so we were shooting all the way down there. So it was tough to follow along distance, but we're flipping it around. We'll be shooting this end coming up, so I'll be able to have a little bit better insight on actual scoring and plays happening without seeing from the far end of the stadium.
That's cool. That's cool. So, I do like the fact that you are still living up to your name today, Justin STL from above, because it looks like you're pretty high above the field today. So, what's the how's it looking from your vantage point?
We are just a couple rows from the top here. We're in section 226. This stadium is awesome. So if you see, they got their supporter stands all right here. And we got this huge basket field with the giant jumbotron behind it. Obviously, ring to my pharmacy. So it's a gorgeous stadium.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
They've got service spots all around it. Getting in with easy. I will say, City Park. As soon as you walk in, you see the field. Here, you got to kind of walk around and get up to the area and get into your seats, so you're a little bit separated from the game if you go to get drinks or something. But the stadium itself is awesome. We've got. Even though we're playing we're it's still a great view.
Okay. Alrighty, Justin. Well, we are going to catch up with you again at the end of the game. You were kind of, cutting out there a little bit at the end. Let's we'll try the Wi-Fi, I think, for the for the post game, and we can kind of go more into the stadium and your observations.
Will do. I'll see if I can get my signal working a little better.
Gotcha. Well, again, I think it's just a connection thing, so you're fine.
Probably.
Alrighty, man. We'll see you then.
All right. I'll catch up.
All right. See ya. All right. Justin Barr from LA Galaxy. Sorry, that connection wasn't a little bit better. He was trying to do it on his cell data, and sounds like he was having an issue. So maybe if he lowers the resolution and does Wi-Fi, it'll be better. We will see. But yeah, this is one for the producer's scalpel. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, so catching up on some of your comments there. That nerd voice, by the way, was very offensive to those in the nerd American community. Look, I'm a nerd myself. I actually, I'm just not a big numbers guy. When I was in high school, I was a total English history guy. That was where those were my best subjects. That was where my interest was in. STEM, to me, a STEM is the thing that is on top of an apple. I just was not a math and science guy. I'm sorry. But I was a nerd, but I was a nerd in different ways. Like if you wanted me to talk about the rise of the Mongol Empire, I can go into a big rant on that. But you want me to like crunch some numbers for you? No, I can't do XG. I cannot do that advanced analytics that are so popular nowadays. I'm sorry about that. Okay. But yeah, Angus. But as Angus also points out, XGS varies according to how much the source is smoking. FOTMob appears to have a really good secret stash of product that they sometimes toke on or chew up and swallow before they make their numbers machine work. So that is totally fair. Poop Squidius. Give me real goals, not expected goals. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm a vibes guy. I am a vibes guy. In case it wasn't painfully obvious. Sire Die. This has the Halifax, Canada seal of approval. Halifax, Canada, by the way, the Halifax that's up in the Maritimes. Yeah. So like he's up there literally like I think that's on an island up there. Yeah. Probably very cold. They even speak like this. They let you know. No, that's more Minnesota actually. They're more like sorry. Ooh. Okay, that was me. I think I just had a Lincoln Osiris moment there. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. I was trying to do a Canadian voice within my nerd voice. Oh man, this is Nova Scotia. That just to be clear, Nova Scotia. Yeah. That again, I went into Minnesota there for some reason. Sorry about that. I have a sister that lives in the Twin Cities suburbs. She talks exactly like that, so that's where it comes from. So, Ben, don't say it. What should I not say? Remind me what I should, or maybe you shouldn't say it. Maybe we should just ignore what it was that I said altogether. We don't want bad juju. We don't want bad juju. Yes, geography was also kind of a thing of mine, although my knowledge of the Maritimes has a few patches in it, unfortunately. Thank you, Peter MacArthur, for the save on that. All right, I'm going to take a quick time out. Mason from River City Ramble, I saw him earlier today. It doesn't appear that he'll be joining the watch along tonight, so I need to just take a little bit of a break. Also, Sean is not going to be able to join us because he is on a flight. He's doing in-flight Wi-Fi, and as you know, in-flight Wi-Fi in flight can be pretty terrible. Oh, David Cotton clarifying. This is for Sire Die. Halifax, Nova Scotia, Wanderers ground. Halifax Wanderers, ground hopping must. Best atmosphere in the CPL. Sire Die confirmed that. I will be right back. I promise you. I just need to take a quick break. I think I'm getting some road lag from Nashville. But give me just a bit. I'm back. I am back. All right, there we go. Much better. Had to lubricate the old eyeballs there. There, my contacts were starting to bug me a little bit. We will be starting the timer at the 48:02, as I let it run a little bit after the stoppage time. Ryan confirming that people are at the beach today. I mean, you're in LA. That's kind of what you do. Didn't get to a beach in San Diego. I just didn't have enough time to get out there. The area along in downtown San Diego where the waterfront is, it's more of like a marina, kind of like a bay. It's not like really a beach per se, but like I know some St. Louis supporters like El Guapo from the Santos, Jason Goodbody, a few others. They were staying out in Ocean Beach. I think Jack Stapleton was there as well. And they had a great time. See, me being from Florida though, and Apollo and the other fella from Tampa can back me up on this. Is it really worth being at a beach if you can't go in the water? Because in California, you go in the water, you're freezing your ass off, especially this time of year. When I go to the beach, I want to get in the water. I'm a water baby. That's just me. That's just me. I see. I've had contacts all my life. I just don't like wearing them. It's not my thing. But I kind of have to for these streams because otherwise there's a bad glare on my glasses, as you probably saw earlier, if the lighting's not on point. Ryan pointing out about San Diego. If you go back, he's heard some great views north of San Diego if you ride the coaster, which is San Diego's commuter rail. I rode that. I rode the trolley to Snapdragon. It's actually a good trolley. It's a good trolley. Oh, Peter making a good point here. And I actually just got reminded on my Futbol. City 2 plays in 15 minutes. So I think what I might do with that can anyone check, is City 2 on YouTube tonight or is it on Apple TV? I'm guessing YouTube, maybe so they don't compete against Sunday Night Football, or Sunday Night Soccer, as we call it here in America. Another good tackle. That was a top one at the time on that one. Peck in the box, headed away, but not to safety. Shot goes searching. Why does Galaxy have to have their best half of soccer all year against us? Makes me sad. By the way, Aaron Leak, he is he's not in the, I don't think he's in the chat, but he is following along. I think he's at the watch party, but he predicted 1-0. So he's on track right now. He is on track right now. He might be onto something. Although Galaxy looking to make it 1-1 here, progressing it up the middle of the field. One thing I don't like about our defense so far this year, and I saw it exposed in San Diego, is until you get to the final third, teams are way too comfortable in the middle of in midfield against us. And I think that's partly by design because of you have the center midfielders playing a little bit back. We're more interested in soaking up pressure than putting in challenges, it feels like. As this one goes to Torture. Oh, this is a really good ball. Here's Hartle. Hartle shot. Yes, let's go. Marcel Hartle, come on. The headline has been written. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Get the flags out. Get the flags out. What a pass. What an absolute great pass there. And Hartle, this time with the composure to finish it, unlike Tortured earlier. What a goal. What a goal. This is the design. This is what Olaf wants to happen with this offense. Patient, Good thread through by Hartle to Toyshirt in the first place. That was Klaus, Hartle up to Toyshirt. Toyshirt patient, one touches it up to a breaking Hartle. Hartle finishes it. Hartle gets so much dap and so much love for his ability to create that we forget that he was scoring buckets for St. Pauli last year. What a beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful goal. Very nicely done. Much better goal. Tor. Absolutely. Let's go. That one actually earned. I call 2-0. Not only did I call 2-0, I want to show you something. I want to show y'all something. I'm not advocating for gambling, folks. I am not advocating for gambling. I repeat, if you want to gamble, bet with your head, not over it. But I got to go back into my FanDuel here, because when I was visiting Mike and Mason today in Heron, you can bet on sports. But let me go to my bets here. I'm going to show you something. I know it's not a lot where I'm at. Let me see my bets. All right, there we go. Sorry, my screen's kind of schmaltzy here. Same game parlay. St. Louis money line and Cedric Toyshirt anytime goal scorer. That's looking pretty good. Same game parlay. St. Louis money line Marcel Hartle anytime goal scorer. That's looking pretty good as well. Off the bar. I was bragging about my gambling. We almost made it 3-0. Oh my gosh, we are flying today. Oh no! Good recovery. Good recovery by Hebert. Hebert, you absolute hero. Oh, Canada. Halifax, sire die. Raise those Maple Leafs up in the chat for Kyle Hebert, your Canadian boy. I forgot to show you one more thing. One more humble brag. Can you afford me one more humble brag? Actually, I can't brag about that one yet because that hasn't happened yet. Disregard. I'm buzzing right now. We're finally seeing the product at work here with City. We're finally seeing the real City under Olaf Melberg. I have completely neglected the clock behind me because we're having fun. 51:45 mark. Forget the clock exists. In fact, you know what? Because it's kind of stroking out right now. We're just gonna set it right here. I'm going to turn it off. There. No more clock. Clock is gone because I was distracted. So I'm going to go school with the timestamps. Shot and a save by Berkey. Also, I don't have Mason here to help with the banners, so this is like way behind. Oh, get there, Berkey. All right, he did enough. Not a great touch by Toyshirt, though. Ryan asking, chat, are you here? Where'd y'all go? Did I scare you off? Yeah, the touch on the Hartle goal has to be considered in the range. But are you talking about the one by Klaus? Because that was a good touch. Kane is too glued to the game right now to participate at the moment. Totally understandable. I was too glued to the game to update the clock. Yep, on the Klaus touch. Yep. Daniel Toyshirt having a weird ass game, a goal and amazing assist. I'd still call him a mixed bag because of that botched shot earlier, and yeah, he did not have great moments starting out. Oh no, shot! Oh, what a clearance! Totland in the back. Good job, Totland. That was a tricky tackle because he had to do it without fouling the other guy. Klaus still with the ball on the far side. He's gonna get it to Toyshirt. Choo choo, and the train goes off the tracks. By the way, we are getting closer to the shadow crossing over to the other side of the field, so maybe it won't be so hard to see those advances on the far side of the field. Yeah, great tackle by Totland. Great tackle by Totland. Really curious how my power rankings go here. Yeah, because Daniel said, toy shirt, weird game, but you know what? In the end, he produces. It's just he had a rough start. Maybe I don't put him in Smash. Maybe I just put him as good. That might we'll see how it goes the rest of the way. But okay, if you had to do power rankings right now, if you had to do this right now, where does Toy Shirt go? Where does Seti go? Does he go here? Or does he go here? He doesn't go here. He's redeemed himself from here. But where does he go? Does he go here or here? What do you think? If you had to do it right now. Daniel thinks low smash or high good. I might need to look at redoing my tiers to like allow for more straddling, or maybe maybe it's called good or bad, like the straddle. I might have to fix this. Fraley thinks said he's good, not Smash. I'm kind of like that. Hartle's locked in on Smash. That I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly on. By the way, if St. Louis goes on to win and Hartle gets a assist, I hit another bet. And I'm only bragging about this, guys, because I'm not a good sports gambler. So, and MLS is like playing the lottery, basically. All right, good clearance. Good clearance. Still got a lot of game to go here. 57th minute now. It is 56-15 at mark. And there's still a long ways to go in this one. So I hope we don't go too regressive. No, we don't. No, here's Choo Choo. He's got space on the left side. Can he beat his man? No. Goes back to Hartle, and Klaus is standing there like a lamppost because I think he was offside. Back goes Galaxy the other way. This is a 3-on-3. Horn a little out of position, but he recovers. Peck shot out. That might have got a piece of someone. Yeah, it took a deflection. It looked like a deflection. Yeah, Peter, more money for Frontier flights. Let's go. Up the Frontier. Up the Poverty Club. I mean, someone told me that someone pointed out that with all the troubles that airlines are having right now because of, the flight traffics and the crashes and all that, Frontier's not among them. Anyway, corner kick for Galaxy. High looping. Headed around. Yoshida. Nope. Cleared away. Cleared away to safety. Klaus has had a good game passing. Like right now, if I look at his FOTMOB, yeah, I'm going to look at. Give me a second here. I got to pull up the calculator here. I'm going to see what his numbers are right now in the FOTMOB. Yeah. Okay, Joao Klaus. Okay, is right here. Okay, so if we take a look here, FOTMOB has Joao Klaus at 9 of 12 passing right now. And no chances created, unfortunately. But I do wonder if, FOTMOB is, smoking some herb right now. Yeah. Okie dokie. Anyway. So yeah, but no, Klaus is having a great game. He'll be at least good, I think, right now. I think he's at least in the good category. If Klaus actually directly contributes to a goal, he did on the Hartle goal, but if he has a direct assist or if he scores, then I think he goes in Smash. Galaxy looks like they have been absolutely sucker bunch. Oh, wave bye to Johnny Nelson. Bye. Good luck in the audition for the Grease movie with that haircut. Bye. Bye, Johnny. See ya. Have fun against that Costa Rican team that you currently trail in the CONCACAF. Bye. I'm not bitter about Nelson blocking me on the Hell site. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yes, Peter, Wallum is number 6. Yeah, Nelson with a stinker against his old club, and he is hooked. Yeah. Good luck against that Costa Rican team, which, by the way, I should properly name that Costa Rican team. Instead of, they are not actually called the Costa Rican team. It is Club Sport Herediano, where Galaxy actually trail 1-0 in the CONCACAF. They lost at the Herediano home leg. You love to see it. Football heritage. Because everyone knows that, Costa Rica's top flight is miles above the, MLS. Everyone knows that. I mean, really, if you don't know that, you don't know ball. The sun is glinting off the championship ring, Brian. I can't actually see him wave back, so I'm just going to assume that he ignored me. But yeah, I can't see it. The sun is just like, it's getting in my eyes. Brian Fraley, FOTMob apparently causes browsers to crash. No chances created by Klaus so far, but yeah. By the way, speaking of Klaus, he is out. Simon Betcher is in. Claps for Klaus. Claps for Klaus. Get the claps in the chat for Klaus. Good game for Klaus. Very good game. He, again, he's not scoring, but this is one of those games where you do see the other things that he contributes. So. Ryan thinks Klaus is a smash. What do you guys think? What do you guys now that Klaus is out? Where do you think Klaus goes in the player rankings? I'm really curious. Again, he's just one of those eye of the beholder players, but my eyes were very impressed by him tonight. And you're right. He that one chance that he had was he was close to scoring. Yep, getting the claps in. Kane's good. Peter's good. That's what I'm kind of. That's my lean. I would say that's my lean. Yeah. Good, all caps. All for good. Just as I said in the chat, all for good. Hashtag all for good. Agassi Santa's a smash. Daniel thinks he's a high good. I might I think I can't do it this game, but I think I might redo my tier maker to like have a straddle line. It might make it kind of gigantic, but I think there's so many players that fall in between smash and good that and like good and meh that I need to figure out a way to do that without it being too ginormous. Oh, what a ball. Shot wide, bailed out. Peck had a golden chance. Absolutely golden chance, and he absolutely fluffed his assignment like Toyshirt did in the first half. Bailout big time. Major bailout. I need to give you guys a timestamp, by the way, because I'm so out of practice when it comes to that because I'm irresponsible and forget to update clocks. 63-40 coming up at Mark. Speaking of footballing heritage, Daniel Betzel, Jarl comes in, almost immediately gets yelled at by Berkey. Also, Hebert has switched over to left center back. Wallen was taken out, and Horn is now the left wing back. Fraley is about 15 seconds ahead. As in the box, Royce with an absolute worm killer. Berkey doesn't really sweat at. Here's that's a card. No. I mean, he grabbed jersey, but I guess it wasn't a dog zo. Ryan's about 15 seconds ahead. I think you can pause Apple as well if you wanted to sync up. I think you can actually do that now that I think of it. If you want. Or like when I watch Red Ben TV, sometimes I'll have their watch along a few seconds behind just so I can get the live reaction and then Homer reaction. Like not in line with each other, but a little offset. Oh, by the way, someone wants to say hi. Someone really wants to say hi. Come up here. You don't have to be camera shy. It's Ramsey. Ramsey, my kitty cat. You want to say anything, Ramsey? No, you're not. You usually like being held. Why don't you like being held now? Oh, there you go. You can lie here on my shoulder. There you go. There you go. Okay, I think he's uncomfortable now, so we'll set him down now. Ramsey usually likes being held, but if you don't hold him the way he likes, he doesn't like being held. And that's not a way he likes being held, but he forgives me. Yes, hello, Ramsey. Yes, Ramsey saying hello. He's my other baby besides Baby Yoda here, who is now always watching over my shoulder on these watch-alongs. And Baby Yoda is very happy. Little Grogu's so happy that these games have not been nerve-wracking this year to the point where I have to like squeeze the life out of him just to make it through these games. He's very happy about that. Oh, St. Louis City 2 just scored. Hang on. You know what? I just got the Futbol notification. City 2 just scored. All right, let's pretend we scored a goal. Hey! Okay, enough of that. All right. Yeah, the Futbol notification just came through. I'm not streaming the City 2 game right now just because I'm worried about my connection a little bit. Actually, I could just do it on my phone through the data. That could probably work. Who scored? It's still to be determined. By the way, where is the City 2 game going tonight? Is it YouTube or is it Apple TV? Also, Daniel, very nice, saying hello to Ramsey earlier. Shot another worm killer that Berkey's able to scoop up. Angus has radio, TV, and computer going. Nice. Mr. Multitasker. Lord Bolton. Yes, that is indeed his namesake. That is who I named him after, because when I got him, Ramsey was a black sheep of his household, which was my dad and stepmom's household. But since he's been with me, he's absolutely like the anti-Ramsey. Even though I'm still calling him Ramsey. All right. YouTube on City 2. Got it. I'm going to pull this up on my phone, and I'm going to try to keep an eye on that as well. This is going to be very interesting. This is like watch alongception here. Absolute scenes. Where is it? Live. There we go. I gotta turn that down. It's on the Major League Soccer YouTube, in case you're looking for that. But I've got it right here. Actually, I gotta move that out of the way. There we go. That works. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's on the MLS channel on YouTube, City 2, if you want to watch that as well. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it as well on my phone. Boo this man. Boo! Get the boos in the chat. Chiefs Kingdom is here. He's dropping in with ill tidings from across the state. Boo this man. Boo! By the way, Chiefs Kingdom, I just wanted to let you know that on Friday, I am going to be at Swope Park, and I'm going to be seeing St. Louis City 2 against Sporting KC 2. If you are available, would love to actually, honestly, I'm being snarky here, but like if you're there, like I would love to meet you, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to that game Friday night at Swope Park, City 2 versus SKC 2. So with my Union Omaha friend. By the way, but honest question here, Chiefs Kingdom, how's the basement? Was it 10 in a row now? 10? Angus has also added a tablet for the City 2 match. We are multitaskers here. We are professional multitaskers. Jose Kojima sends his regards. Why'd you do that, Daniel? I don't want to be reminded about Kojima. He's my boy. Should still have him. Anyway. No, Peter. I'm going to be actually, Peter. I'm going to be taking the Amtrak to Kansas City. I'm going to do the River Runner Friday morning, and then I'm staying overnight in KC, and then I'm seeing KC Current on Saturday, and then riding back with Brad Whiteside, and then we're doing St. Louis versus Seattle. Last year was a Missouri doubleheader with KC Current and St. Louis City. This year is a Missouri triple header with City 2, KC Current, and St. Louis City. Oh yeah, that's right. Kojima did beat KC. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. But it still hurts. Looks like we got a yellow card on Yarrow. You know, the Ghanaian mind cannot comprehend Marco Reus. Yarrow, he has had a bad stint here. Can someone remind Olaf that we signed Timo Baumgartel from PSV and Schalke, and maybe like not play Josh Yarrow as much? I like Josh Yarrow. He's man of the people, but yeah, can we just like not with Yarrow like so much? Timo Horn is getting manhandled as he tries to lie down and like strike a pose. I need to see this pose from Giannis Horn like on a calendar at some point, because he's always lying down to do the bottom of the wall thing. Yeah, City 2, as Brian points out, City 2 in North Texas playing soccer on an American football field in a baseball stadium. That's just football heritage right there. Football heritage. All right, free kick dangerous. Shot through, but it's saved by Berkey. Nice save, Berkey, as Ryan says. I mean, even though Hartle has scored, even though Toy Shirt has scored and assisted, Berkey's still man of the match. This is a Berkey game. We are 100% seeing a Berkey game here. Oh, that's a nice little dummy there. Horn with space, but he slows down, sends it in the middle to Hartle. Hartle over the Durkin. 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 That's the message. Just Durkin doing derpy Durkin things. Why are we having Durkin being the crossing player in that position? Anyway, be nice. But God, Chris Durkin's irritating. All right, so we have substitution here. I thought Wall was taken out already. Did he? I don't know. They must have shifted to the defensive line. But anyway, Akil Watts in now for Conrad Vollum. And Alfredo Morales. The Alfredo Morales appearance tour continues. Finally, a chance to see Never mind. I was just going to say, finally a chance to see St. Louis park it in LA Galaxy territory for a bit, but Hebert said, nah, that doesn't work for me, dog. We may have to put Dirk in the trash. I don't think he's been that bad, but Cale Herrera, yeah, definitely. Should sell him and sign Jamie Tart. Is he still available on a free after Man City cut him, or did Richmond pick him up again? Oh, it was Totland. Wait, no. What on the cross that got blocked? Oh no, it was Totland that got subbed out earlier. My bad. Anyway, Ryan thinks that Durkin's been trashed. Daniel thinks that was awful. No, well, the last sub that was Wallum there, but it looked like Horn was already playing left wing back already. So where did Wallum go? I don't know. I should probably pay more attention to games. That would be a good idea as someone that tries to prognosticate this club instead of just humble bragging over the place. By the way, season 4, Ted Lasso coming soon. Get in there. That gets just for the Ted Lasso right there.
The headline has been written.
There are so many stories to still be told in that universe, whether Ted Lasso is involved or not. So it was Morales for Wall. That's what I thought. Did Wall move to central mid? That could be. Did Leuven get subbed out earlier? Was that, or is he still out there? No, he's still out there. I don't know. I drove a 10-hour round trip this weekend, came back and played 4 Bino matches, and now I'm doing a live watch along. I'm tired. I'm tired. Sorry if I didn't notice that. Sorry for failing you. By the way, your St. Louis City 2 goal score is still to be determined because FOTMob apparently does not get a live score update very quickly. I would check the St. Louis City 2 Blue Sky, but they have apparently forgotten that Blue Sky exists. So I'm just not gonna do that. According to the City 2 account on the Hell site, it was Mackay Joyner. That scored. So good deal. Mackay Joyner. Okay, so Daniel actually did homework, unlike myself. Toy Shirt came out with Klaus in the 61st minute for Yarrow and Betcher. So there you go. That makes sense. I'm not there yet with Dirk and Angus, but I'm worried. He's not landfill material to me yet, but he's just as someone said earlier, he is the quintessential MLS like me work hard type of a player. Strong like bull, smart like sidewalk. Just that type of player. Yep, Jerry says one more goal, and then I guess then it's on the way home. We'll be back home Saturday against Seattle Sounders. While we were progressing the ball here through the midfield. Here's Watts. Watts completes the outside pass. Now back into the middle for Leuven. Leuven back over to Totland. Totland's still out there. Hartle header wide. That will be a corner, though. They win the corner. Corner. I agree, Danny. You don't want Durkin moving forward basically at all. That's not his game. But Durkin has made some good challenges in the back end. He just needs to freaking stay in the back end. Anyway, that's Durkin's issue. Stay. Like he is a disobedient mutt that won't listen to commands. Stay. Anyway. Sorry, I'm yelling. If I destroyed your speakers, I'm sorry. All right, Leuven going to serve this one into the box. Far-sided. Hartle! This goes wide. I think that was Hartle. Yeah, that was Hartle. Hartle's easy to spot because he's got like the worst hair like known to man. Like some men like Olaf, fabulous head of hair. Klaus, not good head of hair. Leuven's got a good head of hair. But then there's some people that just aren't born with great hair, like Marcel Hartle. That thing is a rug on the top of his head. And Klaus and Kessler, it's like their hair can't wait to get off those two's heads. Like some days peanuts, some days shells. And yeah, as Ryan says, Klaus is easy to spot because his hair is mostly gone. I wouldn't know what you're talking about there, Ryan. I wouldn't know what you're talking about there at all. Betcher has good hair. His hairstyle is like I think now it's fine, but like sometimes Betcher has a 5 head with his hairstyle. Like it looks like he sometimes gets like really heavy, like almost like a male pattern baldness kind of look sometimes, depending on how he has his hair. But now it's good. I know, Ryan. It's called self-deprecating humor. As Giannis Horn comes off, another good shift for Giannis. And we are going to see the debut of Timo Baumgartel. And what a story that Timo Baumgartel has had getting to St. Louis. Heralded prospect coming up from Stuttgart, ends up being sold to PSV in Netherlands on a 10 million euro deal. Big move for him. Doesn't work out for him at PSV. Ends up getting loaned, I believe it was to Union Berlin. And then he ends up leaving on a free for Schalke, which is its own dumpster fire. Gets cancer while he was at Union Berlin, by the way, just a tiny little detail there. And now he is back in MLS playing for the first time in this season for St. Louis City SC. And we will see what the future holds for one Timo Baumgartel. Also, Royce came off as well. Small detail. Jerry pointing out 32% possession working, fresh legs for the win. We don't look tired. We definitely don't look tired. Peck shot. That would have been a wonder goal. I mean, I think Berkey was on it though, but it sails over. Yeah, Peck pulls back, pulls defenders too far, gets a shot off. That would have been a good goal. I would not have been angry at that goal. That was just that was a beautiful ball by Peck. Just whoosh. But it was a good shot. And Berkey would have been on it. He absolutely would have been on it. Yeah, as Brian points out, Klaus has Charlie Brown hair. Maybe Klaus should play for Columbus because they have the Charlie Brown jerseys. I mean, if the shoe fits, right? By the way, we have a couple of fans of Angry Berkey. Jerry loves an Angry Berkey, and Kane likes when Berkey yells. Oh, here's a chance here for Betcher. Betcher over to the left side. This is Morales. Back to Betcher. Yes! Let's go!
Chelsea are playing Simon the Champions League final.
3-0.
Line has been written.
Love it. Love it. Olaf ball. The plan is working. The plan is working. 3-0 STL. Vamos. Heart. Although they are going to take a look at this. Was the ball out? It wasn't. That's still in. By that angle, at least. Betcher, I was critical of Betcher last week. Oh, that's just a nice one, too. We saw that with this. That's a carbon copy of the Hartle, the Hartle Teucher Hartle goal. It's the exact same part of the field. Oh, that was Hebert. That was Hebert on the assist? Wait a second. Timeout. An opportunity set up by Josh Yarrow. And a 1-2 that is orchestrated by Kyle Hebert. Huh? LA Galaxy, you just got dunked on by Josh Yarrow and Kyle Hebert. Is that going to be your 2025? Yeah, I'm dead. I am dead. The Josh Yarrow, Kyle Hebert offensive masterclass on display here. Turnover. We might have another one here for Simon. Nope, doesn't have the wheels. Yeah. Kane's prediction's wrong. My prediction's wrong. I was not expecting 3 goals from this club, but I'm not complaining either. I wasn't expecting Kyle Hebert to be, dishing out dimes, but here we are. This is the world we live in. We are here. Oh, psych. See the goal line guy or the sideline. He pointed first at the corner. He's like, nope, sorry, goal line. I think the Galaxy player was expecting that to be a corner. Psych. Yep. New day, new boys. The Olaf plan is working. Look at the match momentum on your screen there. Like, you would think that Galaxy should be like tying this one 3-3 right now based on that. And I'm not. This should be like a 3-1, 3-2 game, honestly, but this is a Roman Berkey game. Roman Berkey happened tonight. Sire died. This is awesome. Nice stream, guys. See you next stream. I love what a community you guys have. Thank you, Sire died. That's why I do this. The community. We've got a great community here that we've built with the Soccer Zombie channel. Join the Soccer Zombie Discord. The community is there as well during non-watch-alongs. The link is in the description below, Sire died. Please join the Discord. We'd love to have you there. We're building a great community there as well, brick by brick. And actually, clarification, St. Louis Red Brick by St. Louis Red Brick. Kane is glad that he didn't go to Galaxy because they would have drawn or lost. That's fair. I'm glad he didn't go either, Kane. By the way, the purple Galaxy jersey, you're seeing it behind Greg Vanny there. Isn't that not just a beautiful kit? Oh, they faded it out, but I love the LA Galaxy purple kit. I'm gonna definitely cop that one at some point. I'm just gonna wait for a sale on that, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop that. Ryan, let me have this. Okay, I'll knock the wood with you, but like, can we vibe? LA Galaxy is not going to score 3 goals in a minute and a half plus stoppage. I think we're going to be okay. And I agree, Ryan. They should wear the purple as the home kit, but that's a Galaxy thing. They do everything backwards. I mean, they had good chance. I mean, they weren't as good as our chances, but they had good chances. But Berkey was making big saves, and they were also like that Peck shot just missed. Like that was like inches from being in. Yeah, who'd have thunk it, David? 3 goals tonight. There will be celebrations, and you know what? LA is a good place to have a celebration. Also, fair play to as David points out, Halifax is 2 hours ahead of us. So it's 8:00 in St. Louis. It's 10:00 in Halifax. So he might have to get to work. Any more championship ring talk from Johnny Nelson, guys? Are we done with that? Is that over? No more ring? We don't have to kiss the ring anymore? I mean, yes, he has one more ring than the entire St. Louis City Club. I'll give him that, but just saying. I wish him luck in his audition to be in the movie Grease remake with that awful haircut. Oh, Kane had a secondary prediction 3. We can do it. Oh wait, no, that's right. Kane was thinking 6-0. 6-0. I mean, that's basically a goal a minute. I mean, that would be awesome. Nice step by Baumgartel. Shot blocked by Morales. Leuven is down. Is this just time wasting? Yeah, that's give that man an academy. Here you go. Leuven, here's your trophy. Congratulations. The Sparkiest award goes to Edouard Leuven on that. Good job. Game is not gone. Game is still alive. That is not utter woke nonsense. But yeah, Peck was playing kind of reckless, but he didn't hurt Leuven. I don't know. It looked like Leuven delayed his reaction there a bit. I'll have to watch it again. But you know what? For the sake of making the foul necessary, I will say that he took a decent shot in the elbow, or a decent elbow shot to the ribs. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And no, my contacts are not acting up. Perez shot blocked. Miller floats it back post. Berkey gets a touch out of bounds. Another corner. Another clean sheet for Berkey, please. That'd be 3. Still got 2 minutes left to go here. Let's get the vibes up. Come on. Another corner. One more minute plus change to go. It is 92:50 at mark. I can take a 4th here if we can get, but no, we're just gonna play. We're riding it out. Nothing to worry about. A comfortable 3-0 win on the road at LA Galaxy. I think that is about as optimistic as we could have hoped for. I don't think it was unrealistic that we can get a 3-0 win tonight, but happy all the same. Betcher's still battling there at the end. This might be the best way to use Betcher. Yeah, that's right, Olaf. Get the claps in the chat. Clap with Olaf. But I mean, this is the best use of Betcher, I think, because Betcher brings such a spark off the bench that he can get the. I mean, he's a pressing forward and a poacher, and like this is the kind of time and opportunity where Betcher, I think, can shine is when he comes in, in the final 30 plus. He can stir up shit. He can poach a goal, and just generally be a pain in the ass for a tired back line. That's it. GG's. Come on. Let's go. 3-0 GG's. Game over. Nice win. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, if you're still in the chat, by the way, this is what a win looks like. Yeah, we won one. You haven't won in a long time. Just saying. Catching up on the chat here real quick. Morales had a nice touch out there. I thought he looked pretty good coming off the bench. I mean, like he did nothing like, oh my God, wow, but he was steady. Makai Joyner with a yellow card. Oh, by the way, it is 2-0. St. Louis just scored.
Oh, St. Louis City 2 just scored. Champions League final.
It's McScorley.
Has been written.
McScorley with the long goal from the goal line, because they have the football lines on the field, because multi-purpose stadiums are just so much fun. 2-0 St. Louis City 2 and 3-0 St. Louis City right now. What a night. What an absolutely good night. Brian piling up clean sheets like a hotel maid. I'm going to write that one down. That's a good one. And not only that, but a well-earned clean sheet for Berkey tonight. Definitely well-earned. Very nice clean sheet tonight. City 2 up 2-0. McScorley getting the goal there, and Chiefs Kingdom is currently unavailable. He's still licking the wounds they got in the Big Easy from the Eagles. So just and they're also licking their wounds from the fact that they just lose everything lately. So Berkey getting man of the match from Apple. I think he's a very solid candidate for the player rankings here tonight, which will start here in just a little bit. I'm going to wait on Justin Barr, see if his connection has improved and he can give us some live perspective from LA Galaxy. But happy faces for St. Louis, sad faces for LA Galaxy. Make sure you're hydrated as you deal with those tears. But yeah, good goals tonight from Toy Shirt, from Hartle, and from Betcher. So that means that a few of my FanDuel bets paid off tonight. So that's completely unrelated to anything, but like that's just good night. This Galaxy team really does have issues, though. I really, really do agree on that. Alrighty, I am going to go ahead and start the power rankings here real quick. Give me just a second here. I need to get something added on here really quick just before we get going here. Also, buy a little bit of time for Justin if he is going to come in. All right. Give me just a sec to get something added on here, and then we will be good to go for our power player rankings. Keep calling them power rankings. It's my segment. I should know how to say my segment. Also seeing if Justin is around. Maybe Justin couldn't get his connection to work properly. But yeah, Ryan, I agree. We totally needed this win. A big win tonight. An emphatic win over the defending champions. Yes, I know that they're crippled. Yes, I know that they are licking their wounds after losing to a team from Costa Rica and having to turn around and play that team from Costa Rica in a couple nights. So we caught them at a good time, but this was the breakout performance that we needed in this system. We needed to see and have it proven to us that this system can work offensively and not just defensively. So we got that tonight. So very good performance by the City Boys tonight. So my one final addition still processing. Justin Barr still has not joined us yet. So we're just going to go ahead, move on. And we're going to, I'm going to start off here for the YouTube video here. So bear with me here and let me get going here in 3, 2, 1. Defending champions knocked off in LA by a St. Louis City SC club that had scored 0 goals prior to Sunday night. It's time to rank some players. Who is the man of the match? Who smashed it? And was there a player for St. Louis that was actually trash on Sunday? There might be. Let's go ahead and rank some players right here and right now. And before I continue on, I just want to thank our sponsor, Pat Connolly Tavern, on this channel for helping keep this channel going, helping pay the internet bill. That is very appreciated as well. They are located on the corner of Oakland and Tam in beautiful Dogtown. They are a St. Louis institution since 1942, a great place to catch a soccer game. St. Louis City games are played there every home and away game. They are a City on Tap bar, so you can get yourself some Michelob Ultra specials. Check them out in Dogtown, just south of the zoo. All right, player rankings time. And I think that we can just go ahead, make this first one very easy. We always play out from the back, just like Olaf Melberg likes to play it out. And we're going to lead off with Roman Berkey. I will not take arguments on this. He absolutely smashed it. Big saves throughout the game, commanded the back line, barking at Yarrow at times. But he is doing his job as the captain. Oh, captain, my captain. I would stand on this chair right now if just like the Dead Poets Society, but it's a rolling chair, and I don't want to fall and break my neck or leg or both. So I'm not going to do that. But Roman Berkey absolutely smashed it. I think, Ryan Fraley says it smashed. By the way, City 2 playing as we are recording this, by the way, they are up 2-0, almost went up 3-0, apparently, according to Peter MacArthur. But really, no more needs to be said about Roman Berkey. He is fantastic. He is the man. And he was not solely responsible for St. Louis getting 3 points in LA, but he had a very big part of it. So Roman Berkey absolutely smashed it today. Next player, I'm going to go from the left this time. I'm going to go starting off with, actually, you know what? I'll take it back. I'm going to go, I'll go with Conrad Wallum. So Conrad Wallum, I thought that this club needed to try to work the ball a little bit more left than the previous 2 games, because I really want to see what Conrad is capable of. We got tastes of that tonight as he was able to beat some defenders deep in territory. I still didn't see a whole lot from him because we were also I felt like we were doing a really good job playing the ball down the middle of the field this game. And so we kind of focused our attack down the middle as the game went on. And Wallum was not present for any of the 1-2s that led to goals, but I thought Wallum had a good game tonight. No real complaints about Wallum's performance at all. He's another one that is going to be like we laud Chris Durkin because he hustles and he plays his butt off, and Wallum's the same guy. If Wallum's hair is not frizzy by the time the game is over, then he hasn't worked hard enough, and his hair is always frizzy at the end of the game. So number 6, as Peter MacArthur says, was all over the place. Very good game. Didn't really contribute to the score sheet. He did have 1 defensive lapse in the first half where he was a little bit out of position, but overall, I thought Wallum had a good game. I feel pretty safe in calling Wallum good. Let me know in the comments if that is maybe a little too ungenerous. Although, Ryan agrees Wallum is good. So we're going to go with that. Conrad Wallum as good. We are working out from the left. So the next player on our list will be Jonas Horn. Jonas Horn, I thought he really smashed it last week. He and Kessler linked up really well. And honestly, and again, not having rewatched the game, this is just operating on pure vibes. I thought Giannis Horn had another strong game. He did not put a bad foot in. He played. He was really good with his positioning, from what I could tell. Put in some good tackles, and really, I don't give him a smash though, because Galaxy had a bit better time penetrating our defense this game than the other 2 games that St. Louis has played so far this year. But again, we didn't fully break, and Berkey was there to backstop us. So because we bent a little bit too much this game, and I think and Horn's going to be part of that, I'm going to go good for Horn because it's still a clean sheet. I mean, no one on the back line is going to be any lower than a good. No one on the back line is going to be any lower than a good. It's just not going to happen. That brings us to King Kessler, Henry Kessler. Henry Kessler, man of the match the last 2 games. By the way, Ryan Fraley agreeing that Giannis Horn was good. King Kessler next. King Kessler did what he had to do. Again. Peter saying good for Kess. Ryan saying smash for Kessler. Really, Kessler did not put in a wrong foot this game either. He was where he needed to be. He cleared where he needed to. I don't think it is going to be a 3 in a row man of the match performance, but I mean, again, there's nothing about what King Kessler did today that suggests he was anything lower than a smash. So I'm going to put King Kessler back in smash. He is absolutely having a breakout this year under Olaf Melberg's system, as he is actually getting interviewed on camera as we speak by Andrew Wiebe. Man, Olaf is just magnificent, and I say that as a completely straight male. Anyway, I digress. We'll get to Olaf's ratings a little bit later. That's called a tease. Kyle Hebert. Kyle Hebert. So there was a point where Hebert would have been a meh for me at best, because he's just not a good ball progressor. And that being said, Kyle Hebert assisting on Simon Betcher's goal, a nice 1-2 from set up by Josh Yarrow, mind you. And even still, Hebert made some good tackles. He was good due to the assist. I think I am with Ryan. I think he gets redeemed by the assist, but he also, like, again, in San Diego, Hebert started off shaky and then he kind of settled into it. This one was kind of the same thing. He starts off shaky, then he settles down. So, and as Jerry points out, St. Louis is now the 11th team in 30 years to not give up a goal in the first 3 games. So I will go ahead and put Hebert in good. He did have some mistakes, but he redeemed himself. It's just I don't think it was a smash performance from Hebert, but he's part of that good back line, so I really can't complain. Next up, Thomas Totland. So did not see as much bombing up the wing from him as we saw in the home opener. We didn't see that really at all in San Diego. Didn't see it here as well. Totland's passing still kind of concerns me a little bit. He can be a little inaccurate, but I thought defensively Totland was solid. Peter points out that good, made some great tackles, like the one in the second half where it was like near the back line, near the goal line, and he's able to finesse his body to where he can still get a foot on it and actually like clear it out and not touch the other defender. That's good dexterity. That's good defending from Totland. I mislabeled him in that I thought I said Totland's a offensive minded wing back after the home opener. He's kind of showing that he's got his defensive chops here as well. Miggy Perez, hang on a sec. Miggy Perez in City 2 just scored
to give Chelsea a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
And that was after a nice press by Caden Glover, and Miggy Perez is in the right place in the right time, and he scores. No, but no, Kane was right. I mean, Kane, it was Glover that actually ran up there and made the press and made the turnover happen. So that actually a good shout, Kane. Very good shout. I think we're going to rate some City 2 players just based on the first half here, because why not? But anyway, back to Totland. I thought Totland had people on YouTube watching in the future and be like, what the hell is he talking about? But Totland, I'm going to put him in good as well. He didn't put in a bad foot, in my opinion. You would have liked to see him contribute a little bit more on offense, but that wasn't the game plan. The game plan was to work it up the middle. It worked. Why deviate from that? So Totland, good. Jerry says Tots is like the eagle diving for a fish in the Mississippi. Perfect time to snatch the prey. So yeah, good game from Totland today. Next up here is Edouard Leuven. Leuven, thoughts on Leuven? Because he's someone to me like it's so easy to notice other players out there. Like I'm watching like our backline do work. I'm watching, Toy Shirt have his mare in the first half, but then he redeems himself with the goal and the assist. I'm watching Hartle score. I'm watching Betcher. Leuven has been kind of a lost man for me this season, and maybe that's just me because again, I'm not an analytics guy here, so I don't watch the game like the nerds do. But I think Jerry pointed out earlier that Edu's added some weight a little bit. He looks a little slow. Peter thinks that Leuven was meh. Ryan thinks he was meh. Looks so slow. I kind of have to do that with Leuven. I thought he was just meh. Like he wasn't bad. He just and he didn't have the mare that he did last week in San Diego, where he looked like absolutely like this was his first football match ever, like at times. Yeah, he just kind of meh. He just, and Peter makes a good point. He just was not that involved tonight. It felt like it wasn't his game. Like when we would play out the back, like it was like, it was like Hebert progressing. It was, a Horn progressing. We were kind of starting to work it out, like, towards the ends, but then like the play would like filter up, like past Leuven up to Hartle. Like Hartle was the linchpin for the offense today, not Leuven. So yeah, Jake, you are a little late, by the way. I'm gonna have to give you a tardy for that one. Next time, make sure you have a valid hall pass. Thank you very much. But yeah, Edouard Leuven, meh today, very meh today. Chris Durkin, the ultimate mixed bag, I think, because Chris Durkin infuriates me, but he also impresses me at times. He made a few really good like saving tackles in the first half. He didn't get a yellow card today, which is an improvement. I just have a problem with by the way, it's halftime. St. Louis City leads 3-0 to 3-0, by the way. But as far as Durkin goes, I just like, he's not an offensive player, but then they have him up there trying to feed crosses into the box. And then he when the offense slows down and we're trying to play it around the perimeter, Chris Durkin, I'm gonna take a shot, and it ends up in Ventura County. Like it's a mixed bag for him today. Peter thinks that Durkin was bad. He had his good moments. He had his bad moments. I think, honestly, I had him in San Diego as a very loud meh. I think same thing. Chris Durkin, a very loud meh. You guys are being harsh on Durkin. Ryan thinks he's trash. Peter thinks he's bad. Again, Durkin did put in some good tackles. He did put in some good tackles. It's just he is big, strong, dumb ass MLS archetype. And it just, yeah. Jake thinks it's meh. Peter thinks I'm grading on a curve. Again, he had his good moments. He just had bad moments. It's a mix. The good cancels the bad, and you end up with the mushy middle, kind of like the St. Louis Blues. Kane could see him as bad, but he really was very average. See, yeah. Durkin, that's a tough one. That's an eye of the beholder judge to judge. For the YouTube video, leave a comment below where you think Durkin should be. I'm really curious what you think watching in the future where Durkin should be, because you could make the argument that he was bad. I don't think you can make the argument that he was good. It's just that he's just, as Ryan says, just very MLS-y. And Jerry thinks that Durkin is not a fit for the club as it stands currently. So anyway, that's Durkin. Let's get to some happy talk with our attack. It's about time we had some happy talk with our attack. Peter thinks the effort needs to have a purpose. That's fair. But yeah, Jerry thinks meh plus. I think Durkin's just a straight meh because he had good and bad. Maybe meh minus, but yeah, either meh or med minus for Durkin. Okay, Marcel Hartle. I rated him better than most in San Diego last week because there was things that he was doing that I did like. He was noticeable out there compared to the other invisible offensive players. He was, he just wasn't very effective. This game, he was very effective. Peter says smash for Hartle. Ryan says Hartle smash, no brainer. Why am I even trying to deliberate anymore about Hartle? I agree. He is a total smash. He smashed that goal, by the way. And as Jerry points out, Hartle ran 8 miles and had 42 touches. This is why Leuven was a meh, because Hartle made Leuven invisible out there. Because Hartle was balling today. Hartle absolute smash today. He was pulling strings out there. He was making it work. Fantastic game from Hartle. We finally got the real Hartle this season under the Olaf Melberg system. So yeah, Hartle easy smash. Another easy smash. Mr. Seti toy shirt. No, actually, time out. Pump the brakes. But before we rate Seti, he had a goal. He had an assist, but he also had some scary moments in the first half. That missed goal was bad. He had had a really bad pass. I remember I'm vaguely recalling in the first half, after the first 30 minutes, I thought Cedric Toyshirt was going to be bad, maybe trash. Then he woke up. Then the real Cedric Toyshirt showed up. Really nice 1-2 with Hartle on the goal. Had a nice goal himself, being just in the right place at the right time. And I think Peter redeemed himself, broke the ice. Ryan thinks that he redeemed himself as well, and he's of the argument that if he scored, he is smash. Ryan Fraley thinks that Seti was first you say Seti's good, but then if he scored, he's smash. That's kind of that's the conundrum that I'm in right now with Seti. Like, do I put him in good? Because he contributed towards 2 goals. He was a reason we won the game. I think ruling time, because again, this is the infancy of the player rankings here, so we're still kind of adapting as we go along here. We grow and we learn. We take opportunity, we learn from it, and we set precedents. Yes, Seti only played 60 minutes. He contributed towards 2 goals. You cannot forget the miss, but you cannot forget the goal and assist either. I think at least one of his goal contributions cancels out the miss, and then you have the other goal contribution. He's contributing towards St. Louis winning games. And I'm going to go back to what you said, Ryan. He redeemed himself. Controversially, maybe. Seti smash. He contributed to 2 goal chances. I can't ignore that either. Let me know in the comments if you think Seti was just good or if he deserves a smash. Jerry thinks that he's a smash as well. I'm going with smash on Seti because he was a different player on those 2 goal contributions. Yes, he only played 60 minutes. He's still getting up to speed, I think, a little bit. But then again, like I said, if Seti is pulled out in the 60-minute and then we see Simon Betcher come in and bring that new spark off the bench and to be that pressing forward, that defensive-minded forward, that that Jared Stroud kind of stir up the dirt type of a forward, that's not a knock on Seti. That's just ideal usage, in my opinion. Jerry says perfection is not a standard to determine rank. Ryan's, to be fair, is constantly guarding against low standards. That is also true. And an update from Colorado, Kane's cod he just cooked is a smash. Absolutely scran it, send it. Fish of the match, 100%. But so I'm gonna go steady smash. Next one, Joao Klaus. To round out the starters. He had a good game. I think he had a good game today. He was pulling strings himself. Remember, he did set up one of the goals. He was the first passer on, I believe it was the one that Hartle Toyshirt tag teamed on. Klaus, there's an argument that he is smash. There's an argument that Klaus is good. Let's see what you're saying in the comments here. Peter MacArthur thinks that Klaus was good. JT thinks that Klaus was good, like a good smash teeter. Kane, honestly good. I could see meh if he wanted, but I put him in good IMO. I didn't see meh from Klaus today. I thought Klaus had a good one. But again, I can't put him in smash because he's not scoring himself. And that's the controversy with Klaus. You have to view him as a false nine at this point. I think you have to completely separate your classical definition of striker with Klaus and just accept the fact that he is a setup man in this scheme. And as a setup man, he did his job. JT also points out he has some good carries. If that post went in, he's a smash. That's for sure. He did have a good chance. He almost scored tonight. So you can't knock him too bad for that. Kane thinks that Klaus does relax a little bit more than he'd like to see. Maybe that's him just preserving, maybe. But I do kind of see what you're saying. Overall, I won't fault Klaus's effort, though, just as a full. He also didn't get to play the full 90 as well. I'm going to go, and I think I'm seeing a lot of goods here in the chat. Almost goal solidifies good. Ryan's good. So we're going to go Joao Klaus good. He had a good game. And that's a solid good. That's not like he kind of a good meh. That's a good good. He had a good game. All right. Taking a look at subs now. So we can talk about let's talk about Simon Betcher while we're kind of on the attacking string here. Simon Betcher comes off the bench. He is he assists on a one. He does a 1-2 with Kyle Hebert, where he actually facilitates the 1-2, makes a good pass to find his man. Oddly enough, Kyle Hebert, which still blows my mind. And then he makes the run forward and just buries it. That's Betcher doing what he needs to do. And I like Betcher coming in late in games in the style that he plays and really helping to solidify wins. I think I almost look at Simon Betcher. His ideal role might be like a baseball closer. You bring him on to close out the game. You bring him on to disrupt. You bring him on to score. I think that's a good role for him. We saw a good role for him tonight. What did we say here? Betcher smash by Jake. Love his energy and a goal. Kane says good. Ryan says Betcher smash. Kane says solid good. Ryan agrees that he's best coming off as a sub. 11 was good. That's Betcher. Michael Hendricks, good. Works his tail off. Excellent comparison with the closer, I assume. Kane, in my mind, Betcher was going to score a goal today regardless. Not sure why, but had a great feeling about him tonight. That's totally fair. I think Simon had a bad game last week in San Diego. He was benched today to start. That lit a fire under him. And I think there's validity to what you were saying. JT thinks that Betcher needs to keep the ball more, but when he is in the final third, he is brilliant. City Red thinks that Hebert is a smash with that pass. He was a little shaky to start off, so I think he's a good, but not a smash. Simon smash, exactly. The fact. Oh, I'm seeing a good split here between good and smash with Betcher, because Betcher was only out there for half an hour, but he does He does. I mean, he scores. He did his job. This is going to be a low smash for Betcher. A low smash because he was only out there for 30 minutes, but he did his job well. And as I said, he can be the closer in the attacking scheme for St. Louis. He can absolutely be the closer for us, and I think we found his perfect role tonight, which means he may not start as much as he may like, but he has a role on this team. I think it's very clear, and I think we're finding that role. And long may it continue. Peter MacArthur pointing out City is now 6th in the table and 4th in goal differential. Things you love to see. Another player that came off the bench today. Let's talk about Alfredo Morales. Alfredo Morales came in and he had some good moments. Didn't like directly contribute towards any goals or anything like that, but he just I thought he had a good home opener. I thought he was invisible against San Diego. He came out and did his job generally, but nothing really jumped out to me, but he wasn't bad either. So that is your walking, talking definition of meh, because that's just what he is. He doesn't make mistakes. He's 34 years old. He's been around this block, as Peter MacArthur points out. He just goes in and does his job. That's just what he is. So Morales, meh, but it's not a bad meh. And Jake is with me on that. Josh Yarrow. I remember I'm seeing the comment in my head. Speaking of which, that Roman Berkey, he's like Yarrow gets subbed in and almost immediately Roman Berkey's yelling at him. Like I feel like we have seen that so many times. Yarrow, I'm still. He did nothing to stand out except that he did facilitate the Betcher goal, because he was the one that he was the one that caused the turnover, advanced the ball, which is Yarrow and Hebert contributing goals like that for St. Louis. It makes my brain break, honestly. But as JT pointed out, Yarrow got a yellow. So and Michael, he scares me with the ball on his feet as well. Like we need to stop our dependence on Josh Yarrow. Like we just have to. He is what he is. But I love me some Josh Yarrow. But I will say I think the yellow cancels out the good play that he did on the third goal. I'll put him in meh. He makes me nervous. I'm with you on that. But yeah, he is what he is, and that's just the long and short of it. Kill Watts, I'm just gonna put him in meh. I mean, because like he was more invisible than Morales. Like, but he didn't do anything bad. He just did nothing to jump out to me. So Kill Watts is in meh. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Akil Watts. Meh all day. Yeah. Which honestly, I hate to say this about Akil Watts. That kind of describes him in general. I hate to say that about Akil Watts because he works hard and I think there's good qualities to his game, but yeah, he is what he is. So Watts is meh. Finally, Timo Baumgartel. Timo Baumgartel got his debut. He got the debut patch, which tells me that he was obviously planned to get some game time today. And he did. He came on as a very late sub. I'm just very intrigued by him in general. But as a second half, by the way, is starting in Arlington with St. Louis City 2 and North Texas. By the way, after we get done with power rankings, you guys want to just continue the watch along with City 2? I can stay. I want to watch I'm going to watch the game anyway. May as well watch it with friends, right? But yeah, Baumgartel was meh only because he was late sub. Kane says meh as well. Would love to see more of him. Yeah, that's fair. It was. I mean, I saw encouraging things from Timo today. It looks like he was getting in the muck and trying to disrupt the Galaxy in St. Louis's final third. But yeah, I mean, just not enough to work off of. So. Olaf Melberg, smash. Because we finally are seeing the real Olaf Melberg ball coming into light here. And it's going to be, we know the defense. We've talked to the defense ad nauseum. you know, there's nothing new to report there. I would like to see the midfield get more engaged, like the central midfielders. Leuven has been kind of invisible this year. Watts wasn't great. Wasn't great last week. This game, Durkin was just okay. You know, it was a very loud meh again. But what they were doing today, working from the back and getting it to Hartle while just surpassing the center midfielders completely was working. And so this is the vision. And I think the vision is to have, you know, Hartle be the maestro, you know, of this attack going forward. And today it worked. And we finally saw Toyshirt and Klaus playing next to each other, and that worked. That just flat out worked. So we are seeing the next steps of the Olaf ball here come to light, and I am here for it. I am here for it. So Olaf, you guys smash. We're seeing the genius in play here. Man of the match time. So Jake Henry saying Roman Berkey would have been Toyshirt if he played more. I can see that. Ryan Fraley thinks man of the match is Marcel Hartle because of that goal, and his attacking all game was great. Peter MacArthur, Hartle was the straw that stirred the drink. That is definitely true. To me, it's either going to be one of two players. It is going to be Hartle, or it's going to be Kessler. No, not Kessler. I'm dumb. Roman Berkey or Marcel Hartle. And Berkey made some big saves. Like this game, keep in mind, in the first half, we didn't score until close to halftime, and we were getting really, really nervous towards that middle part of the first half that Galaxy was going to score, but it was Berkey coming up with stop and stop and stop again. I love what Hartle did today, and any other game, I give man of the match to Marcel Hartle because he was the straw that stirred the drink. Peter MacArthur, you are absolutely right on that, but Michael, where would we be without Roman Berkey? If Galaxy scores one or two goals before we do, the entire complexion of the game changes. And that defense of ours did bend a little bit today, but Berkey stepped up and did Berkey things and proved why he is considered the best goalie in MLS in the last 2 years, as voted on by peers. So I think it has to be Roman Berkey, man of the match. It has to be, because his play in the first half changes the complexion of the game. It gives us hope. And when we finally break through and score, Berkey is still there working to keep Galaxy off the sheet. Now, the Galaxy did not have the greatest of chances, as Ryan Fraley pointed out, but it was enough to be concerned. So, and I think Michael raises another question: does Berkey stay here? That's a whole nother ball of wax that I kind of addressed in the recent Berkey rumors video, but I'm worried about that as well. So, anyway, yeah, Roman Berkey, man of the match, slightly over Marcel Hartle. But let me know what you think in the comments below about the ratings. Is there anyone that I underrated? Did I underrate Durkin? Did I overrate Durkin? I think there's arguments for either. Do you think that maybe Hebert should have been a smash? Do you think that maybe Betcher didn't play enough to be a smash? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more St. Louis City SC content like this. Thank you to all my zombie ultras who have been a part of this ride the whole way, from the supporters section to now, all 12 of you that are on the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you to the newest member of the supporters section from Halifax, California. California, what I'm talking about, Canada. Duh. I mean, Canada's. I'm not even going to make that joke. Anyway, this is your soccer zombie, Tom Franklin here. And I was busy. I've been a busy man recording vlogs at away matches already this season. Here is the last vlog that I did from San Diego. It was the inaugural match for San Diego FC against our St. Louis City SC. It is a chock full of good interviews, good wholesome entertainment from Jerry Hayes and the 18th Battalion, a Star Wars themed supporters group. Check it out right up here. All right, stay here, guys. Don't go away. We're gonna continue on with the City 2 watch along. We are gonna do this because who needs sleep? Who needs sleep? I also legit want to watch this game with you. So let me get this queued up here real quick. There's still 20 of you in the chat right now. There's more of you here for the City 2 portion of this than than the actual City match. Like that's I mean, I'm telling you, this is why City 2 needs to sell kits, because we're into it. Give us what we want. Anyway. All right, we are watching City 2 now. It is 51-25 coming up now, actually. And I need to turn up my thing so I can hear it. Just a sec, just tweaking there. Is there no commentary for this? Oh, there's commentary. I was wondering about that. Joyner, long ball goes out of bounds. It's like I never stopped. It's like I never stopped doing a watch along. I'm doing a watch along for 1.5 games today after traveling 5 hours to Nashville today to vlog a game and coming back 5 hours playing Beano. This has been a wild weekend for me. Thanks for joining me, by the way. Thanks for joining me on this this journey here. So, oh, Jake. When I wonder what the next Away Day vlog will be and who will be in it. Well, Jake, and by the way, thank you for joining us late. By the way, I've been talking about that. The next Away Day vlog will be Nashville SC versus Portland Timbers from this past Saturday, featuring my co-star Jake Henry in that video. I have things to say about Nashville. I also have some things to sort out about Nashville. So it's going to be just one video, the experience and the away day together. It's not going to be a major vlog because I didn't have a chance to like interview anyone while I was there, but a simple, fun vlog. And that should be out either Monday or Tuesday. Then the plan is to have an away day review for San Diego later this week. I'm going to chop off the power rankings off of this and have that out for you tomorrow morning. I'm busy because then Friday speaking of MLS Next Pro, I'll be seeing City 2 at Sporting KC2 on Friday. I'll vlog that game. Saturday, I'll see KC Current versus Portland Thorns, the Current's home opener. I will vlog that game. And that night, me and Brad drive back to watch St. Louis versus Seattle at City Park. And I will not vlog that game because I am just one man and I can only do so much. And I also agreed I'm not doing home vlogs this year because I need things that I can enjoy myself. I do enjoy this as well. These watch-alongs, I kind of file into the enjoyment aspect of it. As Joyner's shot is blocked, these football lines are driving me crazy. He's at the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, and he got tackled at the 15. Anyway, but yeah, so so I'm doing 2 of the 3 games this weekend. City 2 versus SKC2 at Swope Park, KC Current. Those will be vlogs. City versus Seattle will be just power rankings the day after. The next away watch along that I have, it will not be the March 22nd match. That is, let me pull it up here. So March 22nd, St. Louis travels to Philadelphia. I will not be doing a watch along for that one. I will be in Lexington, Kentucky for Indy 11 at Lexington SC. I'm joining Ethan Thornton from the St. Louis City Boys for that one. I've been invited by the Brickyard Battalion of Indy 11 to join them in their away section for that match. And first of all, I'm humbled and I'm honored that like they even thought to like reach out to me. It's like, hey, you want to join us for Lexington? It's like, sure. So they're just straight up hooking me up. So, but because I'll be in Lexington, I cannot do a watch along at the same time. So I will miss the Philadelphia game, unfortunately, but I will have a vlog from Lexington. So then looking at their schedule, McSorley back over, a Glover gets upended. No call. I have no idea what's the penalty box and what's just this field's a mess. Like, this looks like a USL 2 game. Like, why is there even football? Oh, is it because? Oh, this is where I think, isn't this where the UFL teams train? I just thought of that. This is Jake Henry, Choctaw Stadium in Arlington. That's where UFL trains, right? Arlington Renegades. Yeah, this is where that's where the Arlington Renegades play. But like, don't they all train in Arlington? Yeah, they train and play there. That's why I thought. Like, all the teams train there, right? So okay, that's why there's football lines. That makes sense. But North Texas, I think they're getting their own stadium. Like, Jake, I think me and you were talking about that on the way to and from Nashville. Like, North Texas is getting their own stadium, I think. Oh, Jake says they don't all train in that one stadium. Gotcha. Our resident UFL expert, Jake. Anyway, so the next away day vlog, it won't be Sporting Kansas because I'll be there for Sporting Kansas. That will be an away day vlog for St. Louis, but it will not, obviously it won't be a watch along because I'll be there. So the next watch along, let me just verify. I think it might be the LAFC match in late April. Let me just verify that. Yeah, so the April 27th, LAFC and St. Louis, that will be the next away day. I think that's another Sunday night game as well. But yeah, as Brian points out, North Texas plays in the Texas Rangers old baseball stadium. Aaron Leak actually went there. And he actually was my away day correspondent for the watch along for the playoff match that St. Louis played there last year. And he says it's interesting. It's very cavernous for a soccer field. As nice through ball here, back over, shot by Masorley, saved, rebound, blocked. And now North Texas has a break here. Nope. Bad pass. Back to McSorley. McSorley playing left wing, by the way. That's very interesting. Joyner playing on the right side is very interesting. Just a different look than I'm used to seeing from City 2. Usually McSorley is a striker and Joyner usually plays out on the left. Although I've seen Joyner play on the right before, though. You know, Joyner is a left footer, so maybe they're training him to be like a inside forward, maybe. Get this nice looking attack here. 6 players up front. McSorley with a bad pass. That's blocked. McSorley again in the ball. Joyner's there, but not enough. 59-15 at mark. Yeah, David points out North Texas will get their own ground and USL. And I think that's USL championship that is coming to Garland, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that division? Or is that a Division 1? No, that can't be a Division 1 team because that would be competing directly with Dallas. But I think USL is the Garland that's championship, right? I think that's correct. Oh, and a rugby team plays in that stadium as well, so that's probably why the field looks so great. Yeah, UT Arlington. Yep, and David Cotton confirms that the Garland USL team is going to be USL Championship. So Dallas is going to have an MLS club and a USL Championship club. Now, they are a bigger metro than St. Louis. Just saying. If we can come out for City 2 as much as we do, I still think that St. Louis could support at least a League One club in addition to St. Louis. Maybe I'm weird. Yeah, Jake Henry pointing out the City 2 needs to capitalize on their red zone looks. Where's Rodrigo Blankenship when you need him, Jake? I mean, you know, I mean, at least, you know, get the field goal. But yeah, this is the former old Globe Life Park. Yeah, a very nice stadium in its day. Like I liked the outfield like fencing and stuff like that. It looked like a very classic stadium. David pointing out that Fort Worth may get a USL team as well. So that could be 2 USL clubs and an MLS club in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's wild. But I agree, Kane. St. Louis will support any soccer team you put in front of them, which might be a good segue here because it's not official, but it's pretty official, but not quite official, that I'll be doing content this year for the Midwest Premier League. So the Midwest Premier League reached out to me and they are interested in having me write content for them, like articles on like the Gateway Conference clubs, like weekly recaps and like previews and that sort of thing. They floated the idea of like having me interview like alumni for these former players, like Sam Fink, for instance, it played for ATAR last year, so I can interview him maybe. This would be content that would be content for the Midwest Premier League and their website and their channels. Like I would be like, but they would like, I'd be like paid for that. But on the Soccer Zombie channel, I am going to be doing a new series this year, tentatively. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I just kind of need to I want to put the the dot all the I's and cross all the T's before I actually like get there. But I can kind of show you a preview clip of what I'm talking about here. Just as soon as I upload it. But I want to cover more non-league games in like our region, like just within like the St. Louis area. Maybe get up to Peoria City, maybe get up to Des Moines Menace and see them as a shot here is blocked. And ball kind of bouncing around here. It's going to be settled eventually by North Texas. But yeah, I want to cover more non-league, lower league stuff. And this is the series. So this I'll just show you the clip here. So what you saw there, that would be like, it needs music, but yeah, it's simply, this is non-league soccer in America. And then the next screen would be, this is ATAR versus Club Atletico or whoever it would be. And my intention would be to actually go and do like a game of the week, where I would go to these clubs and vlog like 1 or 2 games a week max, just because I have limits. But also just kind of shine a light on local soccer here in St. Louis. And just, I would love to see like St. Louis have like a lower league culture that like they have in England. Like for instance, like if you're in like the greater Manchester area, you have like 8 or 9 clubs within like a half-hour radius that like you can go check out. London, kind of the same thing. St. Louis has a bunch of like there's 5 clubs that are in the St. Louis area that are in the Gateway Conference plus AFC Columbia. It's a pretty exciting league in my opinion. I think it's a growing league. They got 45 clubs throughout, the upper Midwest, and down this way. It's something it's something I really want to cover more. And I'll be able to do that, I think, through Midwest Premier League and their platforms as well as mine. And there would be kind of a mutual kind of collaboration. They would share my content, I would share theirs, that kind of thing. So kind of exciting. And somehow in all of my rambling, Brian Schroer has decided that he is going to become a new member of this channel. Thank you so much for that, Brian. I've been seeing you in the chat all night tonight. You've been going at it tonight, but thank you for joining. Let me go ahead and StreamYard doesn't tell me what level you sign up for, but let me go in here and you remember the 99-cent supporter section. Thank you very much, Brian. You guys are the backbone of this channel, so thank you so much for that. And I agree, Jake. NWPL is going to be so much fun. Now that we got this conference that has all these clubs like so close to each other, like road trips in this, in like the Gateway South is going to be so easy for everyone. All right, back to the game. I'm kind of in ramble mode tonight. Sorry, guys. NXT North Texas doing some punting, but not getting over the 50-yard line much. So yeah, they're not out kicking their coverage tonight. That's for sure. A lot of fumbles tonight. Really not having much of a plan once they get past the halfway line. The St. Louis prevent defense is really shutting them down, not allowing any deep balls. Although here's the best progression from North Texas we've seen here in the while. He's at 20, at the 15, at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, but not a goal because field physics are funny. And now we're going to have a corner kick. I am totally taking the piss on that. Yeah. Can someone get to Roman Berkey's lovely partner in Chicago that St. Louis is actually awesome and like, way better than Chicago? Although I understand she may not like Provel. That's fair. That's fair. But like, wait until you can tell her that she can just get a temp tag for her car and not have to get an actual license. I mean, the savings in this economy. Also, I heard she's a real estate agent, and like, isn't St. Louis still like a really great area to be in that field? Good effort by Joyner, but it just gets deflected off of him, and the goalie corrals 67-46 mark. And Jerry says that she is a top-notch real estate seller. So I mean, Chicago's working for her, so that's fair. I mean, you got a lot of real estate in Chicago, that is for sure, compared to St. Louis. I mean, we're a suburb compared to the size of Chicago in that whole area. Shot, it's good. And Seth Antwi kicks the field goal. It is now 6-0, St. Louis City 2. Oh no, it's wrong football. So it's just 3-0. Rodrigo Blankenship, your job with the Battlehawks is still safe. Jerry Hayes pointing out Chicago has more millionaires than the entire Midwest. That's true. That's true. Honestly, we dog Chicago as St. Louisans. I actually like Chicago a fair bit. Like, I remember when I went up to Wrigley last couple years ago. It was the same week as the Open Cup match with the Fire up there. Same night, actually. My friend Mason and I were just driving around the north side, and we really liked the vibe there. But like also like apartments up there weren't the most expensive either. Like, it was actually pretty affordable. No, I'm not moving to Chicago. Don't worry about that. I'm just saying that Chicago does have its positives. But I will also say that I'm not a big city guy in general. Like, St. Louis is like a perfect size city for me. But I would be very intimidated in a New York City or a LA. I find Chicago to be not as daunting as those cities, but still a bit daunting in its own right. I don't know if I could do Chicago full time, but that's just me. I'm not a big city guy. I'm a Goldilocks kind of a guy when it comes to cities. Joyner just got subbed out. Contreras shot blocked. City 2 has not even used any of the timeouts. I mean, this is and they don't need to. They are currently leading by 3 scores over the Dallas Cowboys right now, and this is just supreme clock management here by Critchley, not using any timeouts. They're milking the time. They're trying to keep the ball away from the Cowboys right now, and they are doing just enough to get first downs. Here he is at the 20. cuts over to the 20, cuts back a little bit. Now it's going to be a flea flicker up to the 25 on the far side of the field, now to the 30. Still alive, hits 35, 40, back to the 35. I'll stop that now. I'm definitely like in slap happy mode right now. Critchley for NFL Coach of the Year. Book it, Dano. Here we go. Here's the breakout. Really good slow buildup by City 2 here. By the way, also of note, it looks like they're still in the 4-2-3-1. Me and Jake were talking about that, how if they would try to mimic what Olaf is doing in the main roster, or if they would stick with the 4-2-3-1 that worked well for them last year, and it seems like that's the latter. It's Glover. Okay, so guys that have been following Caden Glover, by the way, I follow Caden Glover. You know why? These are all Caden Glover rookie cards. So like, I'm really hoping that he does really well. I'm like really banking on him to do like really well, like literally, because you know, as I said, I'm not a big sports bettor, but yeah, Caden Glover got rookie cards. But for those of you that have been following Caden Glover, is he's like still going through like a big growth spurt? Contreras shot high. Caden Glover, I'm watching him out there, and like is he going to end up being like Peter Crouch? Is he gonna be like 6 meter Peter out there? Because he just seems to be getting taller and taller. Like when I met Caden at the City Pavilion, like he loomed over me. Like and I'm about 5'9", 5'10", and he loomed over me. Stay. That's still crooked, but I'll figure that out. Ryan Dugan came on for Joyner. That's a good shout. Yeah, Caden Glover, I'm a little worried about his development, that he's maybe not developing as much as maybe people thought he would at this point. But again, he just seems like he looks like he's gonna be a big boy once he's actually done growing. By the way, Jerry would like us to leave Chris Durkin alone. He was given a task last year because Carnell was sloppy, made any injuries at all. You all are expecting him to do that 10-mile run in a match this year. Olaf has different plans for Durkin. I mean, I'm willing to be patient with Durkin. I mean, there was enough that, and as Jerry said, that, you know, he'll settle into his role soon. It's just that's the thing, though. He needs to settle down. He needs to settle down and stay in his lane. He's not an offensive player. He needs to be a Terminator 6. That's all he needs to be. We have Marcel Hartle now. We have Cedric Twisher now. We have good wingbacks in Conrad Wallum and Tomas Totland. We still have Edouard Leuven if he, you know, ever reappears again on the offensive side of things. We have Klaus. We have offensive creators. We don't need Durkin to create. We need Durkin to terminate. Anyway, 75th minute now. St. Louis City 2 up 3-0 on North Texas. By the way, hands up in the chat. Who all either has St. Louis City 2 season tickets or is planning on going to a lot of City 2 games this year? Because those of us that do, and I'm back to having season tickets, because they're $100 and you get 14 games out of it, and it's 14 games at City Park. It's perfect. But we need to convince our brethren that are with us tonight that are not planning on going to City 2 games this year to go to City 2 games this year. Because this team's going to be good, and it's just a great way to spend the day. Kane, by God, will be at a City 2 game in Colorado. Nice. And of course, I'll be at SKC 2 this coming Friday. Male pattern baldness. All right, back we go. Yeah, guys, really check out. If you don't want to do the whole season for City 2, I get it. Life happens. Go to at least one game and just give it a shot. Like it doesn't have the vibes of a main roster City match. It's just a good laid back way to spend a Sunday. You get to pick your seat. You get to sit down low. You get to watch really good soccer because this City 2 team is like actually exciting this year. And like they could actually honestly win MLS Next Pro. They're that good. And it's a cheap ticket. You get yourself some Wallies. Get yourself. They still have some concessions open. You can. It's a great way to take the easy day for the family because tickets are cheap. And players for City 2 sign autographs after the match. Like they all, I mean, not all of them, but like most of them will come along and like, you know, everyone gathers in the front row and you can have them sign autographs. It's just a good time. And it is in Energizer Park. Yes, that's the key. They don't play at Cordy. They don't play at Herman. They don't play at Soccer Park. They don't play at Creve Coeur. They don't play at that dump that St. Charles FC played in. They play at Energizer Park, guys. And you know what? David Cotton is doing his part up in the Pacific Northwest. He is going to Tacoma Defiance at Starfire on Friday night. That should be fun. Tacoma Defiance is a good team. Did we face Tacoma Defiance in the playoff last year for City 2? I know they were one of the clubs that we could have. I think we did face Tacoma Defiance. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we did. They were the first round opponent because remember we did the seeding where like the high seeds get to pick their opponents. I think we did pick Tacoma last year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong. Jake Henry is demanding that Selmer Pedro come back off of his loan from Vaduz in beautiful Bosnia and Herzegovina to meet Jake Henry in his post game. And David's going to Spokane for a couple games. That's nice. That's nice. Me and David are going to be very busy leading up to our fun New England weekend. That's my big trip this year. It starts in a non-New England city of Louisville. I'm seeing Louisville City versus Lexington SC in the Kentucky Derby on May 1st. And then I will be leaving my car in Louisville at Ethan's and flying up from Louisville to Boston. That night, we're going to see the Red Sox and Minnesota Twins. I'll have a nice view of the Monster. And then May 3rd, it'll be Rhode Island FC in their first ever home match in their new stadium against. It was just I had it on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, the story is it's Rhode Island FC's first home match in their new stadium. Is it? David, let me know who are they playing on May 3rd? Because I absolutely just brain farted. And then on the next day, on May 4th, it'll be Portland Hearts of Pine having their first ever home match, period, coached by former City 2 head coach Bobby Murphy, by the way, against One Knoxville. I'm looking forward to that one because like they put Portland Hearts of Pine, they're doing so well on ticket sales that they almost have their entire season sold out already. The season has barely started for them. And you will not be able to buy a ticket pretty soon for them. It's absolutely wild. Thank you, David. Rhode Island is taking on San Antonio FC, a.k.a. Sam Adeniran's former club. LAFC 2 was the first round game last year. That's right. That's right. And but then Tacoma was the last regular season game. That's what it is. And then we beat them in extra time. That's right. That's right. That's fair. I knew it was around the playoff time when we faced Tacoma. I couldn't remember if they were playoffs or not. I know Tacoma was up for one of the teams that St. Louis could have selected, and I think that's when we went LAFC 2 instead, because it was travel and we also had their number that year, and it worked because we beat LAFC 2. And that was the one, as JT pointed out, we beat LAFC 2 in overtime. That was a nervy game. Free kick in a dangerous area. Could have easily been inside the box, but you can't really tell where the penalty box is because of these football lines. I am aware that Kojima got a goal against Kansas. I'm aware that was a winning goal. I'm aware that was a very nice header. And I'm aware that Kojima was a player of the match last night. And I'm also aware that he no longer plays for St. Louis City. And that is all I will say on that matter. Although I'm putting this up just for a second. Although I'm still not over it. This is my cherry blossom. Because it just felt right to have a cherry blossom kit of Jose Kojima. But yeah. So yes, to answer your question, JT, I am aware of Kojima getting the game-winning goal and player of the match. I'm very aware, and I'm still not over it. This has been your Jose Kojima moment of this stream. I am aware also that Kojima is number 77 right now, but you know what? He's always going to be number 85 to me because that's what he was in St. Louis, and that's where he should still be. The end. I'm honestly, I'm just taking the piss here. Okay. Yeah, the cherry blossom gets really nice, and it was actually on sale when I got the Kojima put on it because they're retiring that kit. They retired that kit after last year, so it was on sale. Peter MacArthur is asking me to show my tattoo. When I start the OnlyFans, Peter, you'll be the first to see it. David Cotton asking how old Donnie did this weekend. I wish I could say they did better. They got off to a 2-0 lead against Swindon Town. In the 12 minutes, they scored 2 goals right away. They're at home. And then Swindon scored 2 goals right after halftime, and it ended up being a 2-2 draw, which is unfortunate because they really had Donnie gotten 3 points yesterday. They could have actually made some distance with Notts County, who are also gunning for a promotion because Doncaster right now, in fact, I'll just go ahead and show it to you here. If I can get it on the old StreamYard. Pop that off, stop that, present, share. Just to give you reference of what I'm talking about here. Oh, I need to go to the championship. I'm dumb. Give me a sec. I'm on fumes here, but I'm having fun, so just bear with me. So, taking a look at the FOTMob here. So, Doncaster is right here in third. They are in the third promotion spot to League One right now. And had they won against Swindon, who are down here in 13th, the 62 would have been at 64. And that would have meant that no matter what AFC Wimbledon or did in their game in hand, they could not have caught up with Doncaster Rovers. If Wimbledon had win their game in hand, they'd have 63, and then Doncaster would have had 64 had they won. But because they drew, Wimbledon can still catch them as it stands right now. So unfortunate. But you know what? I am bearing the plot here because as pointed out by one JT Kirsting, Liverpool won, and incorrect, they're actually 15 points clear of the Gooners because the Gooners did draw yesterday. But yeah, 15 up on the Gooners. You love things you just love to see. And not just because I'm a Liverpool fan and I've been a Liverpool fan since the mid 2000s, but also the fact that, Kroenke can eat one, basically. All right. City 2 here. Dida and Di Maria on for McSorley, and I didn't catch the other one either. Did the FOTMob update that? Let's see. I'm getting notifications, but they don't update subs. Contreras shot. Good save by Oliveras. Had to make a quick save on that one. 87.05 coming up now at Mark. Mickey came off. Thank you. So how about dueling 3-0 wins by St. Louis City professional clubs tonight? That deserves a City leads. Damn, Skippy, it does. I guess one reason I'm keeping this watch along going is just because it's going to be another month and a half before I can do another one, and that makes me sad. I mean, it's for a good reason, but it makes me sad. As North Texas is going to have 3 subs on, including a player, number 46, that from this distance looks like he was ripped straight out of the 1970s with that fro. Kakoosh has some very vibrant, bouncy hair. But I agree, JT. I wouldn't say no to a 4-0. Brian, what time does City 3 start? Jake Henry, can you find that? Jake is checking the academy scores as we speak. Like, is there an academy game going on tonight? By the way, did you know that there really is nothing stopping you from watching an academy home match? They play in the training fields, south of Energizer Park, west of Union Station. They don't tell you to go away if you want to watch an academy match. Like there's people that when I drive by during academy games, there's people that are lined up outside the fences watching. Like there's nothing stopping you from watching an academy match if you wanted to. I guess it just depends on your level of sicko. Ryan, I've been tired. I'm like in full slap happy mode right now, but I'm still going here because City 2 deserves my attention and it deserves all of our attentions. But I think people are starting to fade here. It's trickling down here. I'm down to 9 viewers at this point from a high of like over 20. Jake Henry says 3 other academy games were played, but haven't had scores uploaded. If only they had hired someone that's good with numbers and can, update that on social media, that'd be great. Yeah, that is a tired dawn. I've had a long weekend. Peter MacArthur, what happens in Nashville stays in Nashville. It'll also be up on YouTube in the coming days. I haven't even gotten the files off my phone yet because I literally have not had time since I got home to get I could do that now actually, but give me a sec. Hang on. Here, let's look at the Premier League standings again. Okay, real talk here. Real talk. There I am. Hi. I've been going for 3.5 hours. There are what I would call professional Twitch streamers that game all day long, like 8 hours plus, and they talk to chat for 8 hours plus. How do they do it? I only been going for 3.5 hours, man. Like, and I'm spent. But how do these professional streamers do it? Oh, off the bar. Almost 4-0. We almost got that 4-0 that was called for in the chat. Ryan has finally moved off of Apple TV to basketball. Were you vibing to the pregame, postgame music, Ryan? Admit it. It's fine. Full time. We got dueling 3-0 wins for St. Louis City and St. Louis City 2. All righty, guys. Games are over. I'm over. I had a long weekend. I'm tired. For the last half hour, you dealt with Slap Happy Tom. So Slap Happy Tom is signing off. Thank you so much for joining the watch along. I got videos coming out like bam, 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 bam the next couple of weeks here. So watch, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure if you're a member, just make sure your notifications are on. Thank you for supporting this channel. And I don't do all this unless you guys show up and tell me that it's worth what I'm doing. So really, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Peter MacArthur, for joining me on this ride tonight. Really, your support has been, is big as well. You're in the Zombie Ultras as well. Thank you so much, Peter. And thank you, everyone that is here. Have a good night. I'm going to get some rest. Peace.